Free Gills in the chat, man. Yo. All right, I think it's better. Man, free Gil in the chat, man. Yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about today. All right, cool. We live on YouTube now. Bet. Shout out to the people on YouTube. Shout out to the people on YouTube. W Tings on YouTube. Got everything situated behind the scenes. And we got a lot of things to talk about. So, all right, here we go. So, for those who are out of the loop, in the loop, a couple of things going on. What we talking about today? Shout out to Fuck Spindo. That's what happened when you leave the almighty GOAT Skip Bayless. He put that motherfucker on the map. Nasty. That man been on the map. That's disgusting. That's nasty, dog. That's nasty. So, Skip, and I say everybody else. Shannon Sharpe gets let go off of ESPN. Shannon Sharpe gets let go off of ESPN. Earlier today, Gil gets arrested and is going in for some very serious charges, or at least on the surface, the potential time he's doing are pretty serious, especially because he's doing Fed time. I don't know if y'all know this, man, but brother doing Fed time, man. Yeah, it's kind of nasty, dog. It's kind of nasty. Let me get the YouTube chat up. There we go. Kendrick Perkins doesn't have Chris Paul in his top 10 point guards of all time, as the news is starting to come out that potentially Chris Paul will conclude his career after this season, which is huge. And then finally, some Kuminga news, and to sprinkle a little bit of everything else here and there. We're going to try to make this a quick stream because it's on what you call it. In all seriousness, how does this affect playback? Coach Derek said. It's a great question, man. I was worried about that all day long. Man, I was like, damn, how's this going to affect playback, man? Damn. All right. How y'all want to start this? No, I'm not going to the AMP pool party. For those who are wondering, especially for those who are unaware about what's going on, in my background, as you can see, ain't nothing there, or at least ain't really much there. Man, you know what's so crazy, chat? Y'all have never actually seen. Damn. I probably could, but y'all have never really seen like the rest of the house. Y'all have never really seen the rest of this house. So it's tough, man. That's tough. But I am moving, and it is a house worth showing. We'll still have the house. But it is a house worth showing. But yeah, we are. I am moving. Raquel and I are moving in with one another. So that's where I've been. That's why I haven't been like. If y'all haven't like, I be trying to like squeeze as much content out of these streams as much as possible. But like outside of that, like the reason why like the low post videos have been scarce is because there's been a lot going on, dog. It's just been a lot. So, with that being said, though, somebody said we should start with the Gil stuff, so we're gonna start with the Gil stuff. We're gonna start with our brother Gil, man. We're gonna start with the Gil stuff. Where is the? Here it is. What up with y'all, man? What's up with y'all, man? All right. So, the Gil stuff is pretty interesting. So, earlier today, good brother, friend of the show, Chris Haynes, dropped the news that Gilbert Arenas has been arrested on some pretty serious charges. Get it up on the screen because we gotta really. Oh wait, am I spotlight? There you go, spotlight myself. Got some serious stuff going on here. All right, former NBA star Gilbert Arenas and suspected Israeli crime figures were arrested today on federal indictment alleging they operated illegal gambling business in which high-stake poker games were played at Encino. I don't know. Cinco at his mansion that he owned. Whatever. Here it is. Ain't gonna lie. When I clicked that link and it sent me here, chat, bro. When it sent me to United States Attorney Office, oh man, I was like, no, this is done. Hey, when I clicked that link and it sent me here, I was like, nah, he's done, dog. He's cooked. He's cooked, dog. When I clicked the link and it sent me here, he's cooked, dog. He's cooked. He's cooked. He's cooked. He's cooked. He's cooked. Let me see. Former NBA star suspected Israeli crime figures. Man. All right. Former NBA star Gilbert Arenas and 5 other defendants, included a suspected high-level member of an Israeli transitional organization crime group, were arrested today on federal indictment alleging they operated an illegal gambling business in which high-stake poker games were played at Gil's mansion. Damn. Arenas, 43, a.k.a. Agent Zero. He got this nigga aliases up here, dog. Is charged with 1 count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business. So they got this nigga on conspiracy and you just operating it. And 1 count of making false statements to federal investigators. This is crazy because at that point, we ain't even got to go back and forth, nigga. They didn't got you in a lie. So that's tough. He is scheduled to make an initial appearance and be arraigned this afternoon in the United States District Court in downtown Los Angeles. Also charged in the indictment and arrested today in connection with the illegal gambling business charges are these other people. So this is how it really broke down. This is how they busted down. This is what happened. So according to indictment return on July 15th and unsealed today on from September 2021 to July 2022, Gresham, Arenas, and the other defendants operated an illegal gambling business. Arenas rented out in a mansion. I don't know where this is at, but rented out a mansion he owned for the purposes of hosting high-stake illegal poker games. At Arenas' direction, Arthur Katz, 51, of West Hollywood, staged the mansion to host the games. Found co-conspirators, to host the games and collected rent from the co-conspirators on Arenas' behalf. Gresham, these other people, manage illegal pot limit Omaha. I don't know what his word is, but all right. Poker games, among other illegal games at the mansion, collected a rake. I think that's a rate. A fee of the house charges from each pot, either as a percentage or a fixed amount per hand. Gresham hired young girls. Young is crazy. Young women. Hired young women, bro. Threw that young word out there. Tough. Gresham hired young women in exchange for tips, served drinks, provided massages, and offered companionship to the poker players. Tough, man. God damn. Fuck, man. That's tough. That's tough. These women were charged a tax, a percentage of their earnings from the workers from working the games. Chefs, valets, and armed security guards also were hired to staff these illegal poker games. Had a chip runner as well, in which he tracked players' wins and losses, just distribute poker chips to the players and paid employees. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. What this sound like to me is a well-rounded, a very thought out and planned business. I ain't gonna lie, that sounds like a legit business. Niggas was renting out the place, hired employees. Nigga had a full staff of niggas. Had the chef to cook the food, valet to park your car, had security, had chip runners. Nigga, that was fully staffed. And also young women, probably some servers, giving massages. I ain't gonna lie, throwing the word young is crazy, bro. What does that mean? Throwing the word young? That's nasty. That's nasty. Because women can be just women, but they want to make sure it sounds as if like niggas just turned, like they just turned 18. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's the only reason why you would throw around the word young. Because if these women were like 30, 32, 35, they just women. Matter of fact, if they just 27, they just probably women. But when you throw around the word young, it's like insinuating that they just turned of age. That's what it sounds like, bro. That's tough. That's tough. Now, before we get into the legality of these things, because I've actually looked up the legality of some of this stuff, because the effectively what he's getting charged with is conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, actually operating an illegal gambling business, and also making a false statement to investigators. I've already done my own due diligence and research with this, and I wonder if did the team put it in here? I don't think the team put it in here. But when I did my own investigation on this, each one of those counts can go up to 5 years. Up to 5 years. So at at max, he is facing 15 years. Our guy Gil is facing 15 years. So that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time if he gets found out. Now, will he serve said time? I highly doubt he's going to serve that much time. What normally ends up happening in these situations, they're going to pull people in, and they're going to basically put the time on the table. Hey, this is how much we got you for. And because this is federal, they really got this nigga. It's done. They got him. Like there's nothing else to go around it. The fact that they're referencing things from 21 to 22 is done. It's done. They got you already. It's done. It's the feds. And the fact that they can get him on charges of lying to an investigator, a federal investigator, for me to hit you with a charge of lying to me, that means I know at least enough to know that you lied. So, that's tough. Now, how do I feel about everything? I'm not just saying this because Gil's my man, you know what I'm saying? But personally speaking, in this scenario, I don't care. I mean, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. If you're sitting here saying the only thing that makes it sound odd is young women, but at the end of the day, if they women, and if they made the decision to, realistically speaking, just earn some money on the side to bartend, to give massages, or whatever else they wanted to do, bro, that's their own business. They're adults. If they are women, no matter how young of a woman they are women. But more than likely, the bigger part of this is a whole gambling situation and doing it illegally under the table, because more than likely they didn't have a license or anything like that. My whole opinion about this whole thing, twofolds. First, bro, this is like, in my opinion, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. In my honest opinion, I don't think shit like this should be illegal. I don't. If I have a house and it's big enough to have people in there, and we want to do whatever we want to do inside the house, and fuck it, like that's what we want to do inside the house. And effectively, the only reason why it's illegal to do stuff like this under the table is because there's no tracking of it. There's no paper trail for the government to get their taxes or make sure everything is on the tables. That's literally it. That is it. There's no paying of taxes, which I also think is fucking ridiculous that you have to pay taxes on money that you already paid taxes on. If I get a check and I pay taxes on it and then I decide to go gamble it and I go win money, I shouldn't have to pay taxes on the earnings that I got from money that's already been taxed. That makes no sense. You already taxed the money. I decide to do whatever I want to do with the money. So why am I getting taxed again? That to me don't make no sense. So even though it is against the law and I wouldn't do it, this isn't a law that I really give a fuck about. I don't care enough. They're like, I don't care. And from everything that they've even pieced together, it's not as it don't even sound like Gil was even there. It just sounded like Gil was providing his house for this shit to go about. That's what it sounded like. And he had somebody who was basically managing it for him. So it don't even sound like Gil was actually there. So I personally don't care about any of this shit. Like, to me, it don't really matter. It genuinely doesn't. Now, there's some people claiming that the people he was associated with, I don't know, brother. I don't know those people. I don't know those people. So I can't preach to anything about those people. I don't know about them. I can't speak on them. But the other thing that I am finding, like, the one thing I'm finding very interesting about a lot of this stuff is just like how much money is in gambling in this space. And to be fair, this is more so like poker and stuff like that. But bro, this is like the second story where someone is getting caught like doing something that involves like gambling and stuff like that. So as we all know, the other story that was Hold on. As we all know, the other story that was going on earlier this week, Marcus Morris, he got hit over the head. ESPN analyst. Hold on, wait. ESPN analyst and ex-Knick Marcus Morris allegedly stole over $250,000. Denied bail and fraud case. So Marcus Morris just got taken down. And then as we all know, not too long ago, Malik Beasley's also in this scenario as well with the whole prop, and gambling and stuff like that. So there is a bunch of stuff going on in the space that is with gambling. Terry Rozier is another one as well. MPJ's, was that his brother, his cousin? But, MPJ's people as well. GP2. It's a lot of stuff going on in terms of gambling and in the space. Now, to be fair, somebody said GP2, I don't know. But to be fair, bro, I personally, gambling to me is just such an odd, like, loophole of things to kind of get involved with because, like, bro, like, gambling is so weird. Now, in these scenarios, some of these situations, it's like poker. So Gil and Marcus Morris, they were like doing something more casino based. But gambling in the space is always very, very interesting because truth be told, bro, you're handing out hundreds of millions of dollars to these people. And at any point, I don't understand why people do not believe that these individuals are going to get involved in gambling. I don't understand it. Of course, they're going to get involved with gambling. It's a part of the culture almost in the space. Because you have effectively I don't want to say effectively. The league is promoting gambling. They're promoting it. And so, yes, to be fair, Marcus Morris and Gil, they're ex-NBA players at this point. They're not really in the space. And so it is a bit different. And they're also dealing something with casinos. But when you sit here and you're handing out hundreds of millions of dollars, and you're promoting gambling as well, I don't understand why people don't think that this would have been a problem. And this is something that was talked about even back in the 90s when Jordan was doing what he was doing in the mid 90s when the FBI got involved. I just don't understand why people don't think that people would do these things when it comes to like gambling money away. I just don't. I personally don't understand why people are not going to do these things. And again, I don't understand why people think that people don't go at home and start gambling money left and right. On some real shit, I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. From my understanding, like NBA, NFL players, bro, they do that shit that Gil was doing all the time. That is a very common thing. Like there's a real possibility that we saw. I just thought about something. Do you think that time? When was that time when Paul Pierce? Y'all remember that video? Y'all remember that video? Remember when Paul Pierce was gambling and he had a table and there was a bunch of young women around him giving massages? Someone in the YouTube chat said Paul Pierce is like 2020. No, that says 2021. No, they just put in the chat that was 2021. No. No, that was 2021. No, that went on 2020, brother. Oh my God, I just spit. That wasn't 2020, my brother. That was 2021. Oh wow. Now. Either this
through. If you in LA, Monica, come through.
See, if you're in LA now, and this is April 3rd, 2021. They said they came in from September 2021 to July 2022. There is a possibility. Is this nigga at Gil's house? Hey, is this nigga at Gil's house? Niggas is gambling. There's the young women. Are they going? Where's the poker table at? There's the massages. The massages. And he's at a table. Huh. Hey, all I know is this. Hey, Pierce, you better have niggas taking this video down. Hey, take this shit down, nigga. Hey, niggas better take this shit down ASAP. I wasn't there, nigga. I wasn't there. But what I am going to say is, bro, at the end of the day, oh, wait, this says Paul Pierce opens up about his viral stripper video. I was at my boy's party playing poker, and it was girls just dancing, alcohol, a lot of alcohol. Yeah,
playing poker.
Lost my job over it. Yep, playing poker. I was over my boy's house. I was over my boy. Hey, Gil, delete. Hey, Pierce, delete that shit, my nigga. Man, nah, fuck that. Man, delete all that shit. All right, at the end of the day, the picture I was trying to frame is that, bro, gambling in the space right now is so big. Y'all would be blown away. Y'all be blown away by how much money they are just throwing at people. They are just throwing tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars to promote gambling. And on some real shit, gambling in sports has always existed. It will always continue to exist. And just people in the general sense with millions of dollars will always gamble. Like that's just common sense. This is what's going to happen. Again, there's a legal way to do it, But in my opinion, bro, in a society where you are constantly incentivizing people to gamble, I just don't know what people are thinking they're going to do. I just don't know. And obviously the reason why this is a problem is because it's high stakes. And of course, the government not getting no piece of the pie to their high stakes gambling. So because I'm not getting a piece of the pie to the high stakes, I need that. No, I need that ASAP. I need that ASAP. And so because I'm not getting a piece to that pie, I'm gonna have to tax y'all, bro. I'm gonna have to tax y'all. And if we not taxing, get them out of here, dog. Put them in the back of the paddy wagon, and you got to go to jail. So, what Gil involvement is in this? It really and truly just sounds like he just provided the house. That's what it literally just sounded like. He provided the house, and then he was not even really managing. He was just allowing other people to manage the operation. But there's nothing that says in the article. It says that he was actively there gambling with them. It just says he was just running it. Yeah, it doesn't say he was there. So if that's enough to get him indicted, which it seems like it is, then fuck, bro. But in my mind, bro, people do this all the time. This is nothing new. Nothing new. Absolutely nothing new. I guess when it's to this degree, when it's operated to this degree, then it's like, all right, we gotta we gotta get y'all out of here. But bro, this is nothing new. Nothing new. Bro, my ring just went off because of lightning. That's scary. What the hell? But yeah, this is nothing new. This is nothing new. They do this all the time. Uncle Sam want his cut. If you ain't gonna give him his cut, you trying to do all this money making under the table, nigga gonna find you. He gonna get away. And that's a lot of money. But in my personal opinion, bro, like, there's just no rhyme or reason why you should get taxed. You shouldn't be getting taxed over money that you already paid taxes on. If I want to spend my money the way I want to spend it, then it is what it is. It literally is what it is. And if we're at a poker game, right? And this is a private poker game, and I'm betting other people and their money, effectively we're just exchanging money with one another. How the fuck am I supposed to get taxed with money that's getting spent? One person is betting, I'm betting as well. We go all in, I take that person's money. The money was already, you just give me the money. I just don't understand. I don't get it. Somebody said, look up the law. Unless I'm wrong, Petty Hardaway said, look up the law. I could be wrong, but I want to say that's the reason why you can't do things illegally like that. It's just because you're not paying taxes. If Gil and them had their license, then that would come at a cost. Like you would get taxed. It would come at a cost. So yeah, that's literally it. But hold your head up, Gil. A lot of things going on. We obviously don't want to see you. We don't want to see you. We don't want to. So Brax just said Gil was running a whorehouse. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. If they were doing high stake casino, like high stakes poker, I actually believe that more than a whorehouse. Like, nigga, you know how much money is being moved around in those type of games? Man, them niggas, I'm not about to do all that just to have some women running around, nigga. No, bro. No. You can do both, but I wouldn't consider it then a whorehouse. If this is primarily we gambling millions of dollars. That's what all this is for. That's what all this is for. I don't need to rent out a mansion just to do something else, nigga. No, we doing all this. I'm setting it up. I'm hiring people, bro. They hired armsmen. He was hiring valet people. You think I'm hiring valet people so they can just park their car to come in and have sex? No, nigga. I gotta build the aesthetics up. You know what I'm saying? I'm building the aesthetics up. That's kind of, I ain't gonna lie. Nigga, hey, if you gonna break the law, that is the way to break the law. You might as well go all out. Set it up. Got armed security, valet. They got chefs in there cooking it up for you. Oh, nigga. You definitely, that's legit. That's a legit operation, bro. That's legit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, how am I incriminating when I'm just reiterating what was in the article? Nigga, when the feds come, it's done, nigga. It's done. They done got you already. It's done. They done got enough. They done got more than enough evidence. Ain't shit I'm about to say that's going to change anybody's mind. That shit is done. When the feds come, it is done, my brother. It's over with. They got you. They got you. So the only thing that Gil can really do, if he got some dirt on somebody else, or he can point fingers at someone else who may have been involved, or some other people, to kind of lessen his time and maybe just put him on probation and call it a day, that's what he could do. But even when it comes to like shit to this severe, bro, they about to at least hold him in jail for a good second. Like they about to hold him for a second before they can figure some shit out. But when the feds get involved and they know they can prove for a fact you lied to us about some shit, bro. No, there's some time on the table, bro. There's some time on the table. Bro. But all right, this may be a stupid question, but could I have gotten in trouble for selling lemonade? Technically, but the problem is, like, if you're like selling stuff or you're just moving money around and it's not no large quantity, like they're not about to come after you because of like, you know what I'm saying? Like you selling lemonade, you done got like $200-$300, even $1,000. They're not about to sit here and do all that shit. But to this degree, when you get to like probably the hundreds of thousands, they were probably sitting at tables where you had to put down like $30,000-$40,000 just to get at the table, just so you can show how serious you are. Once you get to that level, then it's kind of tough. Also, I would really love to know who snitched. Who snitched? Nigga, you had a private. That would be. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. That would be crazy if that Paul Pierce video is what got them. That would actually be crazy. Because truth be told, nigga, those type of events, you got to put so much money down that it's a very, very exclusive club. It's a very exclusive club. So I wonder who snitched, bro. I wonder who snitched. All right. There's that. Another heavy topic we got to talk about next, though. We got to talk about Shannon Sharpe. Now, for those who are unaware, it was broken today that Shannon Sharpe was released, or how whatever the professional terminology is, released from ESPN. I'm gonna say he was fired. That brother was fired. He was fired from ESPN. So Shannon Sharpe, friend of the show, potentially, I don't know, but Shannon Sharpe was it was released that he was fired from ESPN. For those who may not be keeping up with everything that's going on, this is literally just a few days, maybe I guess a week after the news was broke that Shannon Sharpe's lawsuit with the 20-year-old has been dismissed following a settlement. The amount of money that was thrown around was, I want to say, like in the millions. It was some crazy amount. Where's that number at? Let me make sure I get that. Somebody got that tweet? Make sure I get it right, because it was 23. Yeah. So they had to settle for $23 million. $23 million is a lot. And actually, Here is the New York Times article itself. Hopefully they don't, get us out of here. But ESPN part ways with Shannon Sharpe following settlement of the blank lawsuit. ESPN cut ties with NFL Hall of Famer and media analyst Shannon Sharpe less than 2 weeks after after he settled a lawsuit with his ex-girlfriend accused of blank. Where's the money, though? Where's the money? The woman known as Jane Doe in the suit was seeking $50 million for pain and suffering, psychological and emotional distress, mental anguish, embarrassment, and humiliation. Sharpe publicly denied these allegations immediately after his accuser filed the suit in April, calling a case a shakedown attempt. He maintained that he and the Nevada? I don't know. Nevada? Nevada?
Nevada. You gotta be sure.
He maintained his innocence.
Nevada?
You know what's so funny? Raquel literally just texted me and said, Las Vegas, Nevada. I know it's Nevada. I know what Nevada is. He maintained that he and the Nevada woman were in a consensual relationship. Since retiring from the NFL, Sharpe 57 has had a long media career, first as an NFL studio analyst and then as a sports talk host on FS1, where he rose to great prominence debating Skip Bayless on Undisputed. After that run ended in 2023, Sharpe joined First Take as a twice-weekly foil for Stephen A. Smith. The $100 million was also, that when that came out, then it was $100 million. It doesn't say the amount. I'm pretty sure I can just find the amount, though. Sharpe, 23 million. There it is. The only fan girl on the right calls Shannon Sharpe his $100 million contract with ESPN and a $23 million cash settlement. Imagine being that stupid. I'm gonna be honest with you, she didn't cost that nigga nothing. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all, bro. There's certain things you shouldn't do. Shannon Sharpe made $22 million in his 15-year NFL career. Retired a 22-year-old woman with $23 million, more money than he made as a player. And if I'm not mistaken, she came out and said that she's going to retire. She said she's going to retire, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I think I heard.
Yeah, so she flat out retired off of the money, which is kind of crazy. But having to pay $23 million is a lot of money, a lot of money. Now, I'm going to be honest with you all. I am a bit torn because on one hand, for those who don't know, this is not the first time Shannon Sharpe has been put in these type of allegations. And at some point we have to really start saying, like, brother, I'm not these are not things that are immediately going to say that you're guilty, but at some point, like, brother, like, either you really doing this or you just keep making the same dumb mistake over and over and over again. And maybe on some real shit, maybe you need to lose this amount of money for you to realize to stop doing this dumb shit, because this is just a lot of money. There's just no rhyme or reason why you should ever be losing this type of bread and these type of opportunities for this type of shit. Like, this is just dumb. This is some real dumb, genuine shit. And I say that as someone who hopes the best for him. But then I will also say that it is pretty telling because for those who don't remember, and we'll play the clip, Shannon Sharpe was pretty adamant about this idea. He was pretty adamant that he was going to fight this tooth and nail to the point in which he came out. He came out and was sitting here saying, "Hey man, I'm gonna fight this. This is a shakedown." They start releasing text messages I'm going to step away from ESPN because I think this is probably going to get messy. Here's a clip.
Place during the day at her invitation. And now that, to my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
So the reason why this is like kind of crazy is because when you're that adamant to the point in which you're talking about dropping a 10-minute sex tape, nigga, like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't like that. That is like a very, very, very crazy thing to go from. I'm willing to drop the tape. I am willing to drop the tape. To now all of a sudden we're settling for half of the amount of money that you originally was looking for. That's a pretty steep change. And I'm pretty sure at some point there had to be a conversation about Shannon Sharpe and what the actual video would have exposed, because it would have been pretty damning in that video. There had to have been something in that video where it's like, this is pretty bad, to the point in which even if that video comes out, I may never ever recoup. Even if I'm innocent. Let's say best case scenario for Shannon, he is innocent. That tape could potentially be so damning that no one would ever want to see him in that light, so no one would ever hand over $100 million to him anyway. That's tough. That's tough. So there's that. There's that point. The other point is some of the other stuff that Shannon Sharpe had been saying over the years that is also pretty damning as well. And this is where I kind of feel like even if Shannon Sharpe is innocent, just dealing and messing around in the manner in which he was also just a very dangerous game, as fucked up as that sounds. So this is the clip here. So let me play it.
I pay my bill. Is the older women trying to shame older men into picking them? Because see, that's the competition. Older women ain't the competition with older women. It's them young ones.
Right.
It's them young ones that's coming.
Yes,
that'll do what you want.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm independent. I pay my bills. Right. I pay the cost to be the boss. Mm-hmm. You the boss by yourself. Them old young ones coming with it. They coming with it, Ocho.
Oh man, not gonna lie, man. It's some damning shit, man. It's some damning shit. Because again, even if hypothetically speaking, I want to give all the credibility and all of the, if I want to be as generous as I possibly can to Shannon Sharpe, would it now seems as if like, brother, you played yourself on some real shit. You played yourself. You running around, Brad. I know y'all saying he's gonna be live in about 10 minutes. Okay, we'll figure out. But you running around bragging about throwing a bunch of money around to OnlyFans models. Like, what are you bragging about, my nigga? Like now we know what you were bragging about. Oh yeah, them young ones coming. What they coming with? That nasty. Like again, I ain't gonna kink shame you. You do whatever you want to do. But you bragging about what? What are you bragging about? Like, I don't understand. Like, what are you bragging about? You bragging that you met an OnlyFans model and you paid her? Hey, do what you want to do. Get it how you live, but what is that to brag about? And in the process of bragging about that, you tearing down women that's your age. Then there's the other clip about the other clip about pay. You better date in your tax bracket, nigga. You were dating a 20-some-year-old. Y'all niggas were not in the same tax bracket. So again, even if I want to give Shannon Sharpe all the grace in the world, bro, it's kind of tough. Yeah, they are. I guess they are in the same tax bracket now. Tough, but it's kind of tough. You know, it's kind of tough. Even the whole Shannon accidentally started that IG live. I ain't gonna hold you. Even that sounds odd. Even that could have been potentially a setup, or even he did that to kind of prove where he was at a certain point in time. I don't know. But that is like the most generous way to view it. Even if you believe that she's lying, that none of that stuff is real, that what he's saying is 100% true, he still looks crazy. Shannon Sharpe still looks crazy, bro. You look crazy for bragging about paying young women to do whatever kink fetish you got, and in the process shaming other women for the shit that you did. He still looks crazy. But like I said before, this doesn't mean that he's guilty. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. But at some point, my brother, there were certain things that happened apparently at Fox. Here you are now, and there's things happening again. You know, this is, you know what I'm saying? This is starting to become a reoccurring thing. Like, brother, you were recklessly throwing money around or just dating whoever you want to date. Like, I don't understand, what is, bro, like, it gotta be something. It's something, bro. It's something. And even if, again, it's nothing that is as severe as what they are alleging that happened, there is still something that may have happened that then puts you at a detriment. So, brother, just call it a day, man. How old is Shannon? You're 57, brother. You need to slow it down. You're 57, bro. You need to slow it down a little bit, brother. You know what I'm saying? You're 57. You're 57. You are 57, bro. It's fine that you settle down, like Monique tried to explain to you, the value of settling down. I know you may not want to, but it'd be one thing if Shannon Sharpe was out there wheeling and dealing, talking his way into some pussy. Nigga, you're paying for it. Like, bro, like this is not even anything to really brag about, bro. You are paying for it. You're paying for it. Oh yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, like he was talking about not giving his daughter a certain amount of money for her wedding, but then like now we know that you're paying. Like, nigga, what? What are you doing?
1,000. Hey, my daughter's a budget. You got a budget. I don't get whatever you do after that.
What number? I mean, I don't want to be in your business, but what number you said?
30,000.
Okay, so you can have a wedding with 30,000.
I don't know what you can have. I ain't the one getting married. I don't give a damn. Hey, they better go get one of them.
Now, to be fair to Shannon, 30,000 is a lot of money to have a wedding. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. 30,000 is a lot of money to have a wedding. Like that is enough to do what needs to be done to have a wedding. And even if you want more, 30,000 is a good point to start at, to where you don't have to like spend a large amount of money. But like, brother, if we're finding out like you're spending crazy amount of money on women, like openly and proudly talking about some shit about your daughter's wedding, like, nigga, I'm not gonna be on one end talking about spending $25,000 a cheek, but then if my daughter comes out and says I want money for my wedding, I'm gonna openly and proudly tell her there's a limit to it. Like, nigga, what the fuck are we talking about? I don't like, bro. I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, if he genuinely wants to put a cap, that's fine. If he wants to spend as much money he can, that's fine. But it does seem kind of odd that you're like loudly saying that you're going to only spend $30,000 on a wedding for your daughter, but you're willing to spend $25K for each cheek. Like, nigga, what are we doing? But at the end of the day, it's Shannon Sharpe's own money. It's Shannon Sharpe's own career. He does what he wants to do with it. They're going to be live in a second, so we're going to check that out as well. We're going to see what he has to say. But, brother, there has to be some degree of self-control. You're losing millions upon millions of dollars for what, bro? You're losing a lot of money. And what is it for? What is it all for? But before we get to there, apparently there's an update on the Gil stuff. Apparently there's like actual footage. Let's see what's going on here.
And breaking news right now, former NBA star and SoCal native Gilbert Arenas has pleaded not guilty to charges involving operating an illegal gambling business.
ABC's Alex Stone joining us live here in studio with all the details on this developing story. Alex.
And guys, he was just in court a few moments ago pleading not guilty. He's going to go free on $50,000 bond. Gilbert Arenas is, of course, known for his time in the NBA, playing for teams like the Warriors and the Wizards. Known here in L.A. as well for his son, who is a star recruit at USC, recently in a violent Cybertruck crash. Federal prosecutors say Arenas and other defendants, including a high-level member of an Israeli transnational crime group, were all arrested today. They're accused of running an illegal gambling club of sorts out of his mansion in Encino. Federal prosecutors say they had high-stakes illegal poker games and collected a rake, a fee that the House charges for those who would play big money and pay into it. Young women were allegedly hired to serve drinks, provide massages, and companionship, the way that prosecutors put it. And the women were allegedly charged money as well. Prosecutors say chefs, valets, armed security guards, they were hired. And guys, the charges include conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business. If convicted, they could be looking at 5 years in federal prison.
You talk about high stakes, the young women hired. You've read through the court documents. What evidence do they have here to prove all that?
Yeah, a number of different things. And there was a photo that he allegedly sent to another member of this.
Nah, he's cooked. He's cooked.
This nigga is not
What is that?
He's not a serious,
Why is that his whole funny?
He's not a serious nigga, bro. He's such an unserious nigga. There's no way. Oh, fuck, yo.
No, he's
fuck, bro.
That's a brand new picture, and they got that from. He's finished, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless it's like a home thing, but if it's not, you're done.
Bro, this is not serious, bro. No, this nigga's not serious. This nigga not only put his name, he put his silhouette on it with his jersey on it and poker club under it. This nigga's not serious, bro. He's not a serious nigga, bro. I'm sorry. He's just, it's done, bro. Fuck the snitching, nigga. Like, at that point, it's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done, bro. It's done. It's done. Like, yeah, at that point, it's done.
Group that he texted the defendant this photo showing Arenas Poker Club. They say that this is part of their case, the allegation that he was renting out this home to those who were running the operation.
Interesting. This goes beyond the Friday night poker night with your buddies.
That is very
the
true.
allegations.
Yes, allegedly.
Okay.
Alex Stone, thank you.
You got it. Thanks, guys.
Nigga, it's not a Hey, man. Hey, ain't lie. Because it's not like, from what we read, it's not like they're saying that he was the one there actually doing the gambling. It just says that he was the one hosting it. His name was over it. And I'm so serious when I say, bro, there's just no way like that. Come on, bro. It's not, bro. Come on. Y'all niggas talking about it's AI, bro. Like, come on, bro. He's done. If they're saying that they got that image from something that Gil possessed and sent it over to somebody else, that's tough, bro. Again, I'm gonna say it again, bro. I am saying that I don't believe that this is that big of a deal. Like, hosting a place, like, it's your place, you rent it out, and then they come in and then they sit there and they do the gambling, and all you do is just take the rent and probably some money off on the side. I personally don't think I don't give a fuck like that. Like me personally, I don't care. But like, the law is the law, and at the end of the day, bro, it's done. Like it's done. It's done. It's done. That's done. That's man, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, to the people on somebody said ain't nothing wrong with that. He just gambling, bro. I hear what y'all saying. I feel you. I think everybody here knows that none of us really cares about him gambling. None of us care about him gambling. None of us cares. None of us care. But like,
see, and that's where you're wrong, buddy.
Oh wow.
Okay, because I draw a distinguished line of my morality at gambling. You should not be gambling. Nobody in their right mind should be gambling. It's of the devil.
This is another unserious nigga, chat. I just want y'all to know that right now. It's another unserious nigga. We know that you gamble all the time.
How do you know that?
Like, look at this. I go to Shannon Sharpe shit.
Some live odds mid-game, or just ride with your squad and hope for the best. No spreadsheets, just vibes and dingers. Here's something special for first.
It's like, come on, my nigga. Like, it's literally all over the place, bro. This shit is all over the place. Niggas just gamble all over the place. I just go to Shannon Sharpe shit, niggas gambling. Like, that's just what it is. Like, niggas do that all the time. I just don't understand, like, bro, when y'all sit here and y'all push that shit as much as they do, I don't understand why y'all think people are then not going to sit here and try to do the same shit. I don't understand it. I know, again, I want to be clear. I understand that it's legal. I get that. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, like, y'all are setting people up for failure. Like, y'all are sitting here and making these weird rules to what is and what isn't illegal or illegal. Y'all sitting there telling in these states it's fine, but these other states it's not. Bro, that shit is just weird to me. That to me is just weird. That don't make no sense. All right, over here.
Y'all know me. I'm your favorite unk, Shannon Sharpe, my partner and co-host, Liberty City's own Bengals Ring of Fame honoree, Mad Adjuster, Pro Bowler, All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. And as always, every Wednesday night in the off season and a couple of times a week during the basketball season, our other co-host, here he is, University of Arkansas alum, Little Rock, Arkansas native. Here he is, ISO Joe. Joe Johnson.
Sir.
What it do, fellas?
What's that? Hey, man, chilling. Y'all all right? What's going on, Ocho?
Man, Ocho up there talking about he did a quick 25 push-ups and now he feeling pumped.
I hit a quick 80. You know, I be in the calisthenics now. I be in the calisthenics.
Okay. Please make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. And guys, go subscribe to the Nightcap Podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for your support and your continued support, because thanks to you, your word of mouth, your eyes and your ears, you helped Nightcap come what it's become. So Ocho and I, Joe, and everybody at the Nightcap family want to thank you for your loyal support. Please make sure you go out and check out my cognac, Shea by Laportier, and this one is personal. I created a limited edition release.
Yeah, this nigga better, he better make as much money as he can. He better recoup all the money.
He's live right now?
Yeah, this is live right now.
Oh, yeah, he finna be selling everything. Go get your, go get your roll pills. Go get your goddamn cognac.
Nigga, we started with an ad. Before we got into it, we getting another ad. Nigga about to run up these fucking ads. Let's go, my nigga.
And best believe we're eventually going to be in a city or a state near you. But in the meantime, you can order it. We'll ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. The link is pinned in the chat.
Here we go.
And once they're gone, they're gone. Before we get started, obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week.
Finally.
And really, the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. And he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me this, I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. That was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been, be it Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Undisputed, ESPN. Thank you guys for your support. Now, let's get into what we came here for. NFL, Ocho, they mad at you.
All right, so there it is. There it is. So he not going to say nothing until Monday. We'll pick back up on it on Monday, but yeah, it's kind of tough.
He's fucking.
This needs to be discussed to the magnitude that it is. Okay, this brother let some mid milk
cook.
He let some mid milk trick him out of a 9-figure deal. I don't know if everybody remembers. Shannon Sharpe was rumored and reported by ESPN. He's going to sign a 9-figure deal and let some mid-dairy trick him out of his spot. If that's not enough, I don't know how many examples you niggas need to know to leave the dairy alone. Be lactose intolerant. I'm lactose intolerant. Stop messing with that mid milk. Goodness gracious. The bitch wasn't even fine for real. Excuse me.
Yeah, there's better people available, bro.
Come on,
it's not just that on some real shit. It's just like in a general sense, bro. You're at a point where you just can't be like that loose and crazy with women, bro. That to me is where like you're kind of losing me, bro. You're losing me. Yeah, you're at an age. You're at an age where a lot of that shit should just slow down anyway. But like, bro, like you're smart enough. You've been around the block enough to know. But to then add on top of that shit, bro, you run around telling women of your age, oh, them young women coming. Them young women coming. And come to find out, yeah, they gonna do what I want. And then come to find out, the young women you're talking about is young women that you're paying for. Like, what the fuck we talking? Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't like on some real shit, bro. I don't know what we're doing, bro. I don't know what are we doing. I don't know what we're doing. So
you gotta do the Deion Sanders route.
Yeah, like, bro, just even if you, bro, I don't know.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's too much.
He's almost 60. Like he's 57.
I still think that ESPN dumb as hell for firing him, though. I will say that they missed out on a real opportunity.
No, that show is going to be
to boost some ratings, bro. They could have went on.
Yeah, but we're in a world right now. We're in a world. And, I don't know if the race playing thing was 100% true, but if it is, I mean, I'm not even trying to be like too critical of like the niggas kink. If that's your kink, that's your kink. I personally just feel like, bro, there's just other ways to do it. If that's what you want to do, then do it, bro. But don't be running around yelling to the top of your lungs. Them young women, them young women, you old women, y'all pay to be the boss. Well, go pay to be alone, cause them young women, they come like you doing all that shit, bro. Like, my nigga. And we find out the young women that you're talking about, you're paying for them? Like, that's not a flex, my nigga. Like, you're not doing anything. They gonna do what you want, not because they're young, but because you're paying for them, nigga. That's why. If you want to pay for women too. If you want to pay for women to get your kink off, hey, man, I ain't got nothing to do with me. But as soon as you go public talking about older women while you are old, my nigga, that's crazy. That is absurd. That's absurd. That's just weird.
This nigga had Miss B Nasty serving up the throat on a platter. She was serving up come on, gang, for free. You could have did that for free. Even if it cost him, the most you would have had to do was a little vacation, a little 3-day getaway. That's it. Now you over here, oh my goodness, unemployed because of some milk. Goodness gracious. Brothers do better, man. That's just crazy.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. All right. Zaydog keeps saying we need to watch this video. So when we watch this video, chat, y'all do as y'all always do. We rating this video and figuring out if Zaydog will further have permissions to make requests.
Which NBA player could not date your daughter?
Definitely Ja Morant. Ja Morant, put the guns away around my kid.
Jordan Poole, think you're a whore and you suck.
I got an easy one. Miles Bridges.
Oh, wow.
Get away from my daughter, sir.
Oh, I got another one. Honorable mention, Christian Wood. Stay the hell away from my daughter, buddy. Crazy.
I got another one.
Evan Porter. Let me stop.
Jackson.
Y'all stop. I'm gonna go Giannis and Ibaka. They're just too big. I don't.
Nah. Okay, bro. All right.
Let's get into something.
That's your bloodline. That is your bloodline.
Yeah, that's your brother.
That same blood is running through your veins. That same blood.
Let's get into something else, man. Let's get to something else. All right, Kendrick Perkins, friend of the show, said that, before we go back from that, so news broke not too long ago that this will be potentially Chris Paul's last year of his career, potentially a farewell tour. There's back and forth about it because apparently he also came out and said that he might be interested in play beyond this season, but, CP3 is obviously towards the tail end of his career. Before we even get into this, because there's going to be a lot of criticism potentially in this video, I got to say this. Shout out to Chris Paul, one of the greatest players I've ever witnessed in my lifetime. I truly believe is, not only just a future Hall of Famer, but I believe one of the top 10 point guards of all time. Certainly one of the top, I guess, 3 point guards I've ever seen, because Curry's better in my opinion. But I truly believe that Chris Paul transcended so many different ways. Every franchise he went on got better. Saw some of the greatest success in these franchise histories as soon as he touched the floor for them. And so you got to give credit where credit is due. However, while having these conversations, Kendrick Perkins decided to give his input, and I'm pretty sure they asked him about it, but he decided to give his input, his 2 cents on the matter, and he claimed that Chris Paul is not a top 10 point guard of all time. Let's get into this.
Pete, our friend Kendrick Perkins, he had some thoughts on where Chris ranks in terms of point guards. Here's what he had to say.
CP3 is the top 15 greatest point guard of all time. I do not have him in my top 10. I don't have CP3 ranked above Russell Westbrook. Like, did CP3 do a lot of things, change the franchise, win a lot of games and things? Yes, absolutely. I would never take that away from him.
If you want more.
Damn, I want to get, where's more? I want to make sure we hear all of this in its context, because I do not want to take what's his name out of context. I want to make sure we hear everything that he said. I do not want to take this man out of context. So Here it is.
Chris Paul, 40 years old, just signed with the Clippers for his final season, as he mentioned. Lopez, 37, Harden, 36, Kawhi, 34.
Like I said, I'm not going to get in.
CP3, the point guard. We came out of high school. A lot of things change the franchise, win a lot of games and things. Yes, absolutely. I would never take that away from him. Since he was drafted with the New Orleans Pelicans, he changed that franchise. They were a winning organization, right? He goes to the Clippers, winning organization. Goes to the Phoenix Suns, winning organization. But when it comes down to rankings, you got to check those boxes and you got to have those accolades. And when I say accolades, yes, championships or finals MVP, obviously, but CP3 don't have one MVP. And I'm not trying to be critical of him. I'm not trying to downplay his career. CP3, the point guard, we came out of high school together. I battled against him in the AAU tournament, in the AAU system as a youngster. Much love, much respect. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's just top 15 greatest point guards of all time in my eyes. He's not in the top 10.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to get into the rankings. I'm just going to say this. There is a class, there's a tier. You think of where Rondo might be, where Derrick Rose might be, and a lot of his career was cut short, but he has an MVP and kind of, they talk about those prime Derrick Roses, where you start to look at like a Kyrie and what he's accomplished over his career, right? So when you start to look at it, I think there's like the Mount Rushmore is what I like to say. There's the Mount Rushmores of kind of modern day, and that's Magic. I would say John Stockton. I would put
This is worse. He's worse than Kendrick. This is worse.
I don't understand. Okay. There's so many things I had to say. But before we get into this, I got to say this. Bro, when it comes to discussing people's all-time rankings, y'all already know how I feel about this shit. I'm not necessarily I'm over the idea of like being critical of where you may have people, more so critical with your logic, right? Because at the end of the day, if it comes down to how you feel about a certain player because of boxes need to be checked off, even though throughout his career you believe that he should have had some of those boxes checked off. That's why I don't understand these are when people talk about, especially like an MVP, that is not your opinion. That is someone else's opinion. That is a collective of other people's opinion. But when that year was happening, that someone could or should won an MVP, what did you think of that person? So if they didn't go on and win, if a player didn't go on and win an MVP, but you thought that year they should have won an MVP, why does that then change your opinion because everybody else thought something else? That does not make any sense to me at all. And we were here in real time when Kendrick Perkins was pushing Chris Paul for MVP when he went to the Phoenix Suns. We were here when he was doing that. So I don't understand how your opinion on Chris Paul all of a sudden changes because he didn't finish with an MVP, not because you don't think that he should have won an MVP, but because everyone else who voted didn't think that. That to me does not make any sense. But we will continue. We'll continue. I want to hear as much as I can though.
Isaiah Thomas in that. And then, again, everybody can fill out the rest of their stuff. And then I think there's another tier. That's where you get into the Chauncey Billups. That's where you get into.
What? Not gonna lie. This is a very unserious video. So he has not said Steph yet. Still has not said yet Steph. Bro.
To, Kyrie. That's where you get into a Rondo. That's where you get into a Russell Westbrook. That's where you get into a Chris Paul. These guys that are like, I think all of.
No way! Bro, we're saying Rondo and Chris Paul are on the same level, bro? What are we doing right now?
These guys are in the exact same kind of class of like, I'm not ranking them on to fit. If you're saying top 15, that means that you're saying 8 through 14 are like in the same, I'm not saying rank, but they're in the same class. They're comparable.
No. Russell Westbrook is in that class with John Stockton,
like
Gary
I said,
Payton.
you can
Hold
fill
on,
it out.
can we do this really quick? Perk, will you give me your Mount Rushmore all-time point guards?
All-time point guards. I got Steph at one. And I know some people go say Steph is not a point guard. I don't give a fuck. Damn it, on paper, he's a PG.
Oh, wow.
He's just that great because he changed the game forever. When you talk about a generational talent and we talk about these fucking small guards, Steph has changed the game. Like, Steph changed the game forever. I have Magic at 2. I have Isaiah Thomas at 3. I got Stockton.
I'm
gonna go with the big O. I got Oscar.
Did you ask him for Mount Rushmore top 5?
I asked for Mount Rushmore.
I would go Oscar Robertson at number 4. But
so
at that number 5 spot, it's Russell Westbrook. I'm sorry. Averaging a triple-double, 4 seasons. Huh?
All right, listen.
Okay, so let's okay. So if that's your criteria, that's your criteria. To me, if again you just sat there and said checking off boxes, but then you decided that it was okay for Russ not to check off the championship box, I don't know. But you got Steph 1. You have and also Isaiah Thomas never checked off the MVP box, but you have him 3rd over Oscar Robertson, who checked off both of the boxes. So again, this doesn't make any sense. This don't make any sense. But okay, I think in the other video though, he's gonna go into explanation. So let's hear the explanation. Because we gave it the opportunity, so I want to hear everything that he has to say.
He had some thoughts on where Chris ranks in terms of point guards. Here's what he had to say. No breaks, period. But Perk, I'm going to give you a chance to explain yourself here, sir, because I cannot get on board with this one, my friend.
Well, what is it to explain when you talk about the all-time greats, right? I mean, it's a toss-up if you want to throw in John Stockton when it comes down to all-time point guards, right? I think you got to have some type of, of validation to get in the top 10. Right? In my top 10, I have John Stockton, I have Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, Isaiah Thomas, Gary Payton, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, Steph Curry, right? Bob Cousy. And when you look at 9 out of these 10, they either have a championship or they have multiple MVPs or MVP, except for John Stockton, but he's the all-time leader in assists. So I couldn't put CP3 above him, but CP3 is in my top 15.
So now he's explaining it. This is the part where you're losing me. This is the part where you lose me. So apparently, and to be fair, this isn't in order. So he didn't actually put it in order. Shout out to Teddy Hart over on YouTube with the $20. He said 2008 should have been his MVP. He finished second in his 3rd season, no less, behind Kobe, who the league owed one after the 2006 season. CP3 was low-key snubbed because the league tried to correct itself not having Kobe on either. I disagree with that. I think Kobe should have won. Kobe should have won that one. The reason why I think Kobe should have won that one is because if the argument was that you're supposed to win a certain amount of games, he won a certain amount of games, and he did so while majority of the season he wasn't even playing with Powell nor Bynum or Ariza, like all these other niggas that y'all sit here and claim the nigga had a super team about. Like he won 55 plus games, and Powell only played like 25, Bynum only played like 35, Ariza only played like 24. He's out there playing rotational minutes with Luke Walton and Vladimir Radmanovic. Like that was effectively the team's front court with Lamar Odom, and that's what was going on. But wait. We gotta stop. We gonna start the recording real quick. Hold on, we gotta pick it up right here. We're gonna add this to the Gil video. Hey, they saying the demon home, chat.
He's best.
Can't hold me, baby. They can't hold me. Hello.
Free.
Nah.
Demon home, chat!
Yeah, he's
The
like,
demon home!
can't hold me, baby.
That demon home!
Free.
This demon home! Demon home, chat! Gil looks like a nigga that's ready to snitch. Gil coming down them steps because he know he's snitching. Hey, man, I told them niggas, this shit get out, I'm not going to jail. Hey, this shit get out, so I ain't even going to be at the house. Y'all niggas just ran it. I'm not going to jail. I'm snitching. A nigga facing 15 come out like that, that nigga know he's snitching. Demon home! That nigga snitching, though. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all niggas say. That nigga is snitching.
He ate all the food.
Yeah, only a nigga like this was he's snitching, bro. Come on.
That nigga's dead. Eating good in the question. They gonna get interrogated. Hey, yeah, shit. Go and bring me some shit. What y'all got? Okay, yeah. Go and give me that Burger King. Yeah. All that good shit. Appreciate you.
Yeah, let me get all that, man. Shit. All right, back to this. This is the only problem I have with the argument to what Perk had to say. So let's look at this list. And again, this is where the logic just does not make any sense to me. Okay. You're trying to convince me that MVPs and championships matter. But now all of a sudden, statistical excellence in terms of accumulating numbers, not even what your career average may have been, just strictly accumulating numbers, because if I'm not mistaken, the career average of Stockton and Chris Paul is very similar. So it's just the accumulation of statistics. That is enough to put you in the top 10, despite the fact that Stockton was never even an MVP candidate, if we're going to be honest with ourselves. I think the highest Stockton might have been in the MVP race might have been like 7. He was never even a candidate, and he went 0 for 2 in the finals. 0 for 2. But because now, go check. All right, let me go check. Let me check. Let me double check. You're right. Because I'll say some shit, and they be like, this nigga low don't know what he doing.
It was 7th, yeah.
It was 7? Damn. I ain't gonna lie. I hate that nigga so much.
1989.
I just know where this nigga finished in the
MVP
race.
finishes. Yeah, you're nasty. You're a nasty nigga, yeah.
So there it is right there. The highest that he finished was 7th. 7th. That's the highest that he's ever finished in the MVP race. 7th. So you're telling me that someone who was never even really an MVP candidate, never won a championship, actually went 0 for 2 in the finals, can make the list over someone who at bare minimum was an MVP candidate? That makes no sense to me. But okay, fine. Then what you're also trying to convince me on this screen with this list is that Jason Kidd made it. Jason Kidd never won an MVP, but because he won a championship at the age of 37 when he was on that Dallas Mavericks team, now all of a sudden he's going to make the list. He makes the cut because he was on a team that won a championship. Okay, so there's the same thing to be said about Oscar Robertson as well. Maybe even Gary Payton as well, because GP doesn't have a MVP, went to the finals and lost. And the only time you're telling me when you saw GP out there, and you were like, oh shit, he won in 2006. Now he's top 10. That's to where it don't make no sense. Bob Cousy in the league for years at a time doesn't win the MVP until Bill Russell gets on his team because they started winning enough games. And that's when the players are voting. And I highly doubt they were ever going to give it to a black player. But before then, Bob Cousy wasn't winning no MVPs, and he wasn't even making it deep into the postseason, let alone winning a championship. But he gets it because Bill Russell got drafted? Makes no sense. So Stockton is on here because of statistical excellence, and never won a championship, never was an MVP candidate, but statistical excellence got him on the list. Gary Payton is on the list because he won a championship in 2006 when he was the ripe age of 37 years old, 1 year removed from him retiring. Kid is on here, no MVP, but he won a championship when he was 36, 2 years before he retired. Bob Cousy's on here because he got the privilege to play with Bill Russell because he was on trajectory to never win an MVP nor never win a championship. So we're not even talking about like the best player on these teams. So that to me is where like you lose me with the logic. You just lose me with the logic. That makes no sense at all. And then Steve Nash is on here, even though you've been on record several times saying that you don't think that he should have won those MVPs. That's actually a really great point, Jared. If it's off of MVPs and championships, then why isn't Shea on this list? Shea just won an MVP and a championship and was the best player on the team. Finals MVP as well. So why wasn't he on this list? You be on some real shit. You would be better off putting Walt Frazier on this list over John Stockton because at least he checks off one of these boxes that you need to check off. Doesn't make any sense to me. CP3, this is a Perkins tweet. CP3 is out there having the same MVP presence as Steve Nash when he was winning them. I guess all we see are numbers today, not impact on a group. Carry on. Yeah, we were there. We were there when he was pushing Chris Paul MVP propaganda. We were there when you were doing it. So who cares if he won the MVP or not? If you believe that he was supposed to win the MVP, what does it matter? Well, like genuinely speaking, what does it even matter?
CP3 above him, but CP3 is in my top 15. I think he's in that range of when you talk about a guy like Chauncey Billups, who just went to the Hall of Fame.
Oh my God.
When you look at a guy like Rajon Rondo, who might be knocking at the door of being in the Hall of Fame, that's why I put CP3 at.
This nigga just sat there and said that Rondo might be knocking at the door of a Hall of Fame, and he's on the same tier with him? That makes no fucking sense. Bro, Rondo's not even based off of your own criteria. Rondo shouldn't even be top 25, my nigga. There's so many other players at the point guard position who either won it.
He has a championship.
No. Walt Frazier also has a championship. And Rondo has two, but Walt Frazier has a championship.
Oh, yeah, he got 2 championships. My fault.
So Walt Frazier has a championship and played closer to an MVP caliber player than Rondo ever has. So why wouldn't he check off that list? Why wouldn't he be a part of it? If you're going off of Rondo's 2, well, shit, Derek Fisher has 5. So why isn't he on that list? There's so many point guards that you could put on the list over some of these niggas. Drew Holiday has a championship. 2. He has 2. So why wouldn't he be on the list? You see how odd it gets? It gets real shaky. Rondo shouldn't be anywhere near close. There are players with better careers who have just as much success, but were a better presence on their championship teams.
Tony Parker, great name.
Tony Parker's another one. So how did Rondo jump all the way into a top 15 conversation when you have all these other players that fit this criteria that you have? It's your criteria. Have at it. Hey man, that's your criteria. But if that's your criteria, there's so many other players that fit that criteria who check off these boxes better than Rondo does. How are you bringing up these names but you're not bringing up Shea? The nigga that literally just won. So yeah. Kyrie's another one. There's plenty of point guards who've won championships who have had bigger roles on their championship teams. So I don't. Jamal Murray is actually another name. How many names can we actually list off? Okay, Jordan Poole, we're dragging it. You can. I think you can genuinely name off. Kyle Lowry's another name, actually. Damn. You can name off a lot of names who were better at winning, better players, higher contributors at winning a championship than Rondo was in 2008 and in 2020. Easily.
I'm going to assume that he thinks Jerry West is a shooting guard.
I'm going to assume that he thinks Jerry West is a shooting guard, yes. Yes.
But he said that
Dennis
if you listen at your position,
name.
he said he doesn't care. So I don't know.
He did say that as well.
Might even care. I mean,
Dennis Johnson is another one, actually. You can name so many names. Believing that Rondo is in the same tier with Chris Paul is crazy. Rondo's not even in the same tier as the niggas that we're naming right now. It's tough.
Dave, Mark?
I mean, listen, there's only one guy that you mentioned that had more All-NBA selections than Chris Paul, and that's Bob Cousy. As you also alluded to, number 2 all-time in assists, number 2 all-time in steals. And listen, this isn't any shade at any other guys we'd take off the list, but Chris Paul, he has to be stamped as a top 10 point guard. It's Park, I mean, when you think about point guard and the responsibilities of that player, organizing the offense, being a consistent voice, being a leader, having the ability to not only score himself but set up for others, play point of attack defense. He's one of the best guys when it comes to steals in NBA history. That is Chris Paul to a T, and being an extension of the coach on the floor. I mean, he has to be a top 10 point guard. I'm sorry.
And also, Chris is pound for pound. He's not the tallest guy in the world either. So you got to keep that in mind. He doesn't have Jason Kidd or Magic's height and size. But being second all time, Perk, I love you, my dog. Second all time in assists and steals.
Yeah.
That's both ends of the court.
Yep.
So I think that I'll move Cousy out of there. I know you're a Boston guy. I get that. I'm gonna move. Cousy only played against 7 other teams. I'm gonna move him out.
Wow.
Russ, I know he was your teammate. Respect, but I got Chris in my top 10.
Park, last word on this.
I thought championships matter, and I thought MVPs matter, right? And
You have a nigga with neither one of them. You have a nigga on there with neither one of them. And if they matter, then there is a plethora of point guards who have championships and won championships at points in their careers that they were better than Gary Payton when he won and Jason Kidd when he won. And you don't have none of them on the list either. It just doesn't make any sense.
when you look at my list, obviously you have Isaiah Thomas, who was playing in the era and won championships when he was competing against Bird, Magic, and Michael Jordan. Oscar Robertson, name speaks for itself. Russell Westbrook, a guy that averaged 4 triple-doubles, had 4 triple-double seasons throughout his career with a MVP. So, I mean, look, he's top 15 in my eyes, but it's your preference. Some people like to drink gin, some people like to drink Ciroc.
Yeah,
some people like to drink tequila. They all get you drunk.
Yeah, Perk. That normally goes over on me, but today it's not. Yeah, just so y'all know, because somebody asked. Yeah, Chris Paul is second in assists, and unless LeBron passes him, in all honesty, he's probably going to stay second in assists for a very, very long time, if not forever. And then he's also second in steals. And again, unless LeBron passes him, which even if LeBron plays for a few more years, I don't think he'll pass him. But unless LeBron passes him, as you can clearly see, the next name up is Russ, and Russ is nowhere near close. Then James, Thad Young, Mike Conley, unless these players, unless there's somebody come out of nowhere, bro, he's going to stay at second on both steals and assists for a very, very long time. And to be fair to Stockton, the gap between him and Chris Paul on both of these lists is real. It's a very real gap. So I don't want to try to minimize that. But the truth of the matter is bro, bro, I don't understand. I just don't understand the concept. And I understand, again, your logic of you got to check off my boxes, and MVPs and championships are one of the boxes that you have to check off. But, brother, like, you have Gary Payton on there when he won in 2006. You have when he was 37 years old. You have Jason Kidd on there when he won in 2011, when he was 36, 37, like at the end of their careers when they weren't major contributors to those teams. Like Jason Kidd more than GP, but not a major contributor. There are other players throughout the course of NBA history who also just have a championship on their resume and not an MVP, and were way larger contributors to their championship teams. Dennis Johnson is one. You can put him on the list because he's a Celtics guy, has a Finals MVP. Walt Frazier is another one. Drew Holiday is another one. Like there's several other ones. And then for you to Kyle Lowry is another one. But then for you to bring up Rondo in the same tier as Chris Paul, that right there is fucking ridiculous because it goes against what you're saying. Rondo has 2 championships. That's why I put in there. Drew Holiday has 2, and Drew Holiday is a better player than Rondo. Walt Frazier has a championship. He's a better player than Rondo. Dennis Johnson has, 3 championships. He's a better player than Rondo. Like, these are all players that are better than Rondo. So I don't know what to take away from that, bro.
I mean, but Rondo's a better pure point. You feel me? He's gonna get his teammates involved.
He just sat there and said he didn't care about that because
for one person, not the rest of them.
Oh,
yeah, that's his criteria.
True. But at the end of the day, like it's people have their own criteria. I kind of feel like this is like one of those times where you just want to have a take. You just gotta have a take, and I'm gonna get this take off. And I ain't gonna lie, Perk, I feel that way as soon as you made this face right here. This face, let's let me know you wasn't a serious nigga when you said this. This face right here, that's a face of a nigga that just wants to get a take off. You just want to get a take off, brother. That's it. You just want to get a take off. And I get it sometimes. I get it. You got to get the take off. They came and asked you for something, and you gave them what you gave them. But, you had to get that take off. For those, and Chris Paul is clearly a top 10 point guard. Mars actually had me make a list for my point guards, and I'm pretty sure I had him 5th all time. My top 5 is Magic, Curry, Jerry West, because I think Jerry West is a point guard, and I think it's Oscar and then Chris Paul. I think that's my 5. Actually, I can go look at it right now.
Wrong 5, but I mean,
what'd you say?
Wrong. Well, right names, I believe. Wrong order.
I'm about to say that's a wrong 5. Jesus.
No, wrong order though.
What's wrong about the order?
Jerry West is better than Magic Johnson.
Oh, you on that list?
Yeah. Better scorer, better shooter, way better defender.
My list was I had it right. Magic, Curry, West, Oscar Robertson, Chris Paul, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, Gary Payton, Russell Westbrook, and Walt Frazier. That's my 10. That is my 10. Why is Russ so fucking low? I don't know. Is he that low? No, I wasn't gonna put Luka and Shea because Shea's another name that you could have threw in there. I don't know, but I wasn't gonna throw Luka and Shea in there just because of longevity. But I definitely believe that, like, obviously their names are up. That's tough. I'm not gonna lie, there is a real possibility in like 5 more years Russ is gonna be out of the top 10. Tough, or at least for me. I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, because I definitely think Luka.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, for me. I think Luka and Shea are definitely gonna go on to have like better careers than Russ is. Tough. Nigga said John to chat. Be serious. I think that's a pretty strong list though. Magic, Curry, West, Big O, CP3, Nash, Kidd, Payton, Russ, And Walt Frazier. I think that's a pretty good list. Where's Dame? Oh, he's back in Portland now.
Nah, respect Dame. Respect Dame, bro.
He is. He's back in Portland.
Respect
That nigga's back in Portland.
Respect Dame, bro.
Where's Isaiah Thomas and John Stockton? I think Stockton's still in Utah. I don't think Stockton left. And Isaiah Thomas, I don't know.
He's on NBA TV.
Yeah, he on NBA TV. Prayers to
But you gotta
Isaiah Thomas.
you gotta play this one video that somebody sent in the chat. It's a good video.
Where's it at? Let
me put it in the chat.
This nigga still about to snitch, bro.
Oh, did you see KB's video of Real Talk?
No,
What?
where's that? Where's that video?
That sounds crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
It's in
Real Talk back
it's
at
in the
it
community,
again?
but it's another video.
You talking about the guy who just the rolling, the tumbling?
I think it was that one.
Hold on, wait. Let me see what Real Talk is doing. Hold on.
How's it going, y'all? How's it going?
What's good?
Nigga. Is this nigga Real Talk still in here? Nah,
Yes,
Real Talk.
yes.
I ain't gonna lie. You gotta. At some point,
This one right here too. This one for KB.
My nigga, you are gonna have to tell us what's going on.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound. Staring blankly ahead, just making my way through the crowd.
No way, this nigga just fucking. Nah, this nigga's not serious.
No, wait, I gotta get this.
Y'all think that shit funny, huh? And I miss you. And now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time would pass me by?
Nah, my nigga.
Nah.
'Cause you know I'd walk down.
Yo, Real Talk, my nigga. What's up, bro? Nigga, that's you on some real shit. I'm tired of you denying that shit, bro. That's you. Where's the other one? Let me see the other one.
It's right
There
there.
you go.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Bro, this is you, bro. Bro.
This one was actually funny to me. I'm not gonna lie. This one was hilarious. I'm not gonna
Wait, what's
lie.
that guy's ad, bro? I gotta. Those videos are funny, bro.
His ad
I
is
think
right
it's
here.
on that other video.
No, his ad is right here. This is that right here.
Oh, you're not.
No.
Nigga, this is you, my nigga. Also, y'all niggas in the chat is crazy. Yo, let this nigga chill, earn money in peace, dog.
Oh yeah,
I got these socks off the TikTok shop. I needed some new socks.
Facts.
And I got them at a really good deal, better than going to Walmart or
You got the screeching
somewhere else where
chair
they
in the
overcharge me
ad.
for socks. It's 10 pair at a really good price right there in the TikTok shop. They look really comfortable. I'm about to try them on. Let's see what it is. Yeah, these work. I'll definitely take these off your hands. Right? So I got the black ones here. Yeah, these work.
Oh wow.
In 12 different pair.
Damn, I thought it was 10.
12 pairs of them. 6 pair white, 6 pair black. At a really good deal too.
How much?
I would recommend it. Go into the TikTok shop, click there, and you in business. I'm definitely doing these.
Thanks.
He's saying these work like it's an electric item. They're socks, my nigga.
Nah, they work. You see they work?
I get
So
it. Though.
So if you're looking for a good pair of workout shoes, you know, I'm normally, like I said, I'm a Nike guy, but these right here, these are my second pair of these, by the way.
Bro, that's only.
Man, let uncook, man. Let uncook, man.
Let him.
My grandmother would.
Let him. Bro. Yeah.
My grandmother.
Hey, when he flipped the camera to nothing on the side, it's just. Oh, like these no-name brand ass.
Way. These shoes are some of the best shoes that I've ever rocked. Lightweight, really sturdy, really good shoes to work out in. I've had.
You know what's so crazy? You can see his where he puts his laptop right there.
No, his setup is like that chair right there. That's a setup.
Oh, is his chair the setup?
Yeah, the chair right. Yeah, that's his chair. I know the couch in the back.
Yeah,
Had them. I just got them today. You can go check them out in the TikTok shop. You get them at a really good price. I'm real particular about my sneakers, right? Real particular about my sneakers. I've always been a Nike guy, but these right here, like I said, these are my second pair. And if you're looking for a good pair of shoes, a good pair of workout shoes in particular, or even if you just want to chill, right? Even if you just want to chill, you just want to hang out and walk, these are good shoes. So I definitely.
Chat, we're gonna have to buy these shoes now because I'm not gonna sit here and allow y'all to just make fun of my nigga chill like that, bro. We're gonna have to buy the shoes, bro.
Yeah, they were like $20.
There's another one.
So I like to
My
read at
nigga
night
Jill
before I
on
go to bed.
TikTok selling
And
hookah maxes. That's what's up.
I had a bookshelf in the living
Hookah
room,
maxes, nigga.
but this makes it a lot less difficult in my
You sell
bedroom
bookshelves?
because I got a bookshelf in here, and
Ooh, hold on.
I mean it's lightweight, as you can see, doesn't take up a lot of space.
That's
It's
a nice
really
thing.
convenient. I got all my books right here,
He's a lightweight.
and I could get right to them. And once I'm done, I could just go right to bed. I don't have to worry about getting up and going back to the living room and doing anything like that.
Bro,
Chill
got this shit sent to him, put it together, and just threw that motherfucker in a corner, dog. Look at where it's placed.
Why is it so dark right there? But there's no lighting.
I just put that shit in the corner, bro. You put that shit in timeout. That bookshelf is in timeout, my nigga.
Why is it so dark?
Oh man, dog.
He gonna throw that bitch in the attic after he done filming his attic.
Throw that in the garage.
Oh shit.
No, there has to be more, bro.
No, I think that was it.
He had the coins on the floor too. I also saw.
Talks. This nigga Gil's a crime syndicate, man.
Why does he have 6 rings?
Is that Paul Pierce?
That
Why is he
is
a
Paul
champ?
Pierce. Oh man, this shit is
Okay.
Walk through that door, you don't say nothing.
That's it right here. That's it. Cheers, folks.
She did it! She did it! She's the one you want! All right, I was just sitting at home watching cartoons, playing video games with my cousin, and she came in there.
Glenn,
all right?
you're free.
Hey, I am not going to jail for you or anybody else. I have done nothing bad my entire life. Hey, man, I'm still a virgin.
Walk through that door, you don't say nothing.
Yeah, that's definitely Gil. No, this...
Bro, KFC,
that's why that nigga came down the steps like that, bro.
No, KFC is crazy.
Okay, y'all niggas is crazy. Oh man,
It was them. They said.
Y'all niggas. Hey. Also, what's his name? Had a ball earlier today. Kwame? Oh my god, that nigga has been waiting for some shit like this. It don't matter if that nigga is guilty or not. Kwame was waiting for something, bro. He was like, Roger needs something on this nigga, dog.
Hear this, hear that. Talking about my mama, my family. And I told people one thing. I said, this nigga is a stupid motherfucker. He gonna self-sabotage. He's a dummy. And look at this stupid motherfucker. Let me close this door. And today is like my motherfucking birthday. Y'all motherfuckers lucky I don't drink. Bitch, you said I was a drunk. I don't even drink. I don't even drink no more.
He sound like a drunk nigga.
He do sound like a drunk.
Yeah.
He sound like a drunk.
I don't drink. I'm not drunk right now.
Oh, what's going on today? God damn.
God damn, man. They got him.
Feels like he's faking a reaction.
They got him.
He is, nigga.
Oh.
This nigga can't even say it with a straight L. These are some of the worst friends imaginable. Nigga just got pulled into jail facing 15. This nigga trying to fake a reaction but smiling through it. Oh my word.
Oh, man.
This is real talk if I ever get caught on some real shit.
Get caught on what? Get caught?
Anything. If I get caught and I'm
That's,
about to
that's
get...
not true. That's not true. That's
yes,
not
it
true.
is, nigga. This is it.
Not
This is
low.
it.
Oh, no.
Hey. It's over, man. It's over, man. We stupid motherfucker.
Now,
Gone,
if Raquel
man.
got
They
pinned
got
up,
If who?
if Raquel got pinned up, this would be me. Oh, damn. God damn. Oh, shit.
Let's see.
This nigga can't
God
even...
damn, man.
do a
We
sentence.
just got out, man. I just got out, man. I do fingerprints and shit, man. They just got us, man. Hey, but don't worry. Don't worry about the show or nothing. Gilbert, don't worry about Gil's Arena. I got that now. We might as well just change the show to Swaggy's Arena. And in conjunctions with Gilbert. We're going to put a little Gilbert sign on the side. It's still Swaggy's Arena until you come back home. And once you get out, it's back to you. But for now, I got it. I got that. All right? It's just welcome to Swaggy's Arena, y'all. In conjunction with Gilbert's Arenas. We're going to have just your name on the side. It's still going. And don't trip. Because where you going, you can be comfortable. They got TVs. I'm going to send you all the updates. You can make all your bets on Underdog. Do whatever you want.
Nah,
Oh,
niggas,
wow. Oh, wow.
niggas is crazy. Yeah, niggas is really, really crazy. All right. Before we wrap up the stream, some a little bit of light news, just so we can skedaddle. Shout out to my dog Luca, man. Luca, man, he out there losing weight, and people thought that it was fake. That this right here was airbrush, and it was all Photoshop. Well, the tan is certainly airbrush because he ain't that dark, but but they thought that this was all fake. This ain't real. But now we got like actual footage and film of like what he looks like. This is actual like.
He actually lost weight.
Yeah, he lost weight. He lost a lot of weight, like a lot of weight.
It's against health, though.
And then
He's gonna
there's
maintain
also this is a crazy thing. There's also like reports claiming that Luka is expected in the top of next month that he will sign his extension with the Lakers. So
yes, sir.
All great news for the Lakers, man. No, that's just crazy. All great news for the Lakers. Of course, the question will continue to be and always will be, will he be able to keep this weight off? That is going to be the question. But it is great to just see him look like he gives a damn and he's going out there trying to lose some weight. So I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that.
He's doing talk shows over for the week.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Is that where we're at? Is that where we're at right now? Is that where we're at?
No, I ain't gonna lie. When a nigga come out, because this is definitely a PR run. He's in the middle of a PR run.
Yeah, crazy one.
Like you're gonna be on the Men's Fitness cover. Then all of a sudden we see you at a Jordan brand event. Then now we're seeing you on Good Morning America in the middle of the off season. Like we're not even. It'd be one thing if we're like in October. Nigga, we're in July. Like, come on.
He's a Laker now, fam.
Yeah.
You see the purple and gold?
The Laker.
You see the purple and gold?
I think I also think he's trying to put more pressure on himself too to stay in shape. He's like putting all this stuff out, so maybe I think he might be because he's done a thing like where he's lost weight, but he's never done it like this publicly, like going on like on the news and then putting out newspapers and stuff.
I mean, if he can't do it here on the Lakers,
fair, but
if he can do it here, he's cooked. But
yeah, this is his last chance. Not gonna lie.
I personally believe that he's doing this to kind of show everybody how committed he is to like make his presence be shown. I agree. He is a Laker now, so this comes with just being a Laker, and this is technically his first off season as a Laker. So like, there's going to be other opportunities, and it's just big to have him out there. But shout out to the tweet out there. It says sources in Luka. Actually, I can just put this on the screen. I don't know what I'm doing. L streamer. Cancel.
What year is he in? He's in year 6, right? Or 7?
7?
Sure.
He came in 2018. Year 8.
Sources in Luka Doncic inner circle believes he was on the path towards this kind of physical transformation, even if he was never traded from Dallas. Doncic and his management team began working with, I don't know who this is, and I don't know who this is, the drivers of his physical wellness team in 2023, well before Nico Harrison traded him to the Lakers. The belief among Doncic's team was, to some degree, that as he matured as an NBA professional, he'd adopt some better habits and completely buy into a strict strength and conditioning program instead of the more competition driven approach he'd been comfortable with, and while improvements haven't always been linear, Doncic now has the most reason to commit himself to his craft, to his new team, and to the promise that he's the league's most talented player. Tough. That's tough. That's tough. I like. Hey, Chad, I love that talk. Everything that has happened the past couple of years has led to this season picture that dropped Monday, where this is why you put a fat picture in here. Nigga, take this picture off. Where just the latest picture of Doncic's work. Now, some people are saying that he always. Some people are saying that he always lose weight and then comes back. That could be some truth behind it. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't watched Luka as much as some people have. Some people in the chat saying he does. Okay, so there could be an up and down effect to this. That this is what he does. He's showing face, and eventually he's going to put back on the weight. However, I do think that there is a little bit different components to this offseason than past, especially because of some of the media hype behind it. But, of course, there's going to be some pushback towards that idea because he wants to sell this idea that he's thoroughly committed. But to be fair, I'm going to be on Luka the same way I am. I don't think it's a contract year. The Lakers are going to give him a max contract regardless. That ain't got shit.
Yeah, he's going to get it regardless. That season and still get the money.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with it. But what does have a lot to do with it is that I think that he really is. I think there is a little bit of disgruntledness with the perception of who he is as an athlete to the world, because I do think that Luka is hyper competitive. I think that is something that I do love out of Luka, and that's something I love out of Giannis as well. Like that, you can clearly see the degree of competitiveness that they share on the floor to a degree. Same with Joel Embiid. Like when Embiid is out there playing the best players, the best bigs, he goes out there, he's trying his hardest. So,
thanks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Hey, Lo.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah.
You know they got your mans.
Nah, man, he out now. Out, my man's out now, man.
Oh, you didn't see it? Let me try to find it.
Oh yeah, you didn't see it?
Free Gil toes backwards, man. Oh, he out? Oh.
Gil out.
Yeah, Gil is out. Yeah. He posted
the video.
Oh, he did? Oh,
he's disgusting. I didn't see that.
Man,
I didn't see the other video with the guy coming out the coffin on the truck. No, he's nasty for that one.
In other news, just quick brief. Yeah, for those who may have missed everything in the beginning of the stream, we talked about the whole Gil situation. We talked about Shannon's situation. We talked about we already talked about the what's called situation as well. Not situation. Perkins' opinion on CP3. just got done with the Kuminga. Also got updates as well that Gilbert's already out, and effectively we'll hear more about the Shannon Sharpe situation on Monday. Sharpe's decided to not be a bigger story than his brother going into the Hall of Fame this weekend, so he decided to kind of let that go, and he's going to come back Monday and discuss and talk about what's going on. So Monday's when we're going to get a full response from Shannon. And we already talked about it. If you miss anything that happened in the beginning of the stream, of course, as always, it's going to be uploaded on the channel. And finally, Jonathan Kuminga believes that the Warriors have stunted and strung his career along for 4 seasons. The reason how we got to this point is because the Suns are offering. No, where's the other one? Kuminga basically got offered a deal from the Warriors, and when you put an offer like that on the table, there's going to be, here it is right here. Jonathan Kuminga declines the Warriors' 2-year, $45 million offer per ESPN. So when you put that offer on the table, that immediately means that now everyone knows what the Warriors are willing to pay, and the only thing they got to do is match it. Really and truly, they got to match it or make some of the terms better, because the second year on this 2-year deal for the Warriors is with a team option. And even if, in all honesty, Kuminga probably will go for less, but because he's a restricted free agent, everybody else has to, at bare minimum, match it or be slightly better or better terms just for the Warriors to decline matching the offer. And the reason why, even if somebody comes out with the same exact offer, that Kuminga might accept it, and I think there's already reports saying that the Suns are doing so. The reason why Kuminga would take that is because he believes that the Warriors have stunted his growth and strung him along for the last 4 years. The Phoenix Suns are aggressively pursuing Kuminga and are offering nearly $70 million more in guaranteed money than the Warriors. That number is a bit deceptive just because of the second year is a team option for the Suns. If I'm not mistaken, the offers are fairly similar. Kuminga has offers worth up to $90 million over 4 years from the Suns and Kings. The Warriors are close to ending all sign-in trades talks and giving Kuminga the choice to either sign current offer of $45 million over 2 years or accept the $7.9 million qualifying offer. The reason why the qualifying offer would be, I don't even know how the fuck that's on the table if you're the Warriors, because he would just, if he takes the qualifying offer, he'll make the $8 million next year, and then in the year after that, he's an unrestricted free agent. He can go wherever the fuck he wants to go, and you would effectively receive nothing for Kuminga. I don't even know why the fuck that would be on the offer. It would be either this is the offer you have. If you don't, then we'll just do a sign and trade so we can get something for it.
Is he not extension eligible that same season, or once he signs that deal, or no?
He can sign with the qualifying offer or the $45 million one.
The qualifying offer.
He's extended, but he has to agree to the extension. He would never agree to. He doesn't want to be on the team anymore.
We have.
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying, but I'm saying once he's never mind. Actually, I think
we have incels in the front office.
Like if you're saying,
bro, just send him to Phoenix. Send him to Sacramento and just get me Malik.
Technically speaking, KB, y'all could give him an extension and do the sign and trade next year, but like you're running the risk that he would even want to be fucking.
Yeah, but he's saying but my confusion with Kuminga is that he's about to, like, this is for Kuminga, not really for the Warriors. He's about to put himself in a position where the Warriors might be, you know what, just fuck this. Even if this nigga doesn't take any money, I just don't want to deal with this shit no more. Then he's at risk of putting himself in a position of playing another season of limited minutes, a disgruntled player, then goes into the off season and might potentially get less money than what his market is even offering right now. So the Warriors would say, like, we'll give you like mid-20s. Like, I think like 490 was another like contract that he denied. And he's like looking for 30 plus, like looking for 30. I don't know what team is going to, even the teams that are like willing to sign and trade for him, I don't know if they're giving him 30 mil a year. Like, I don't know if Phoenix is going to do that after just signing Devin Booker and taking on Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks' contract. I don't know if Sacramento is going to try to do that. They could, honestly. But I generally don't know what teams are going to be trying to willingly pay him 30 mil a year, in my opinion.
That's true, but I think the reason why, in fact, he's betting on himself. that even if he gets a short-term deal now, he thinks that even if he goes somewhere that may not be a better like team situation, I get a larger role even if it's on a losing team, and it's only a 2-year deal that I could potentially receive for the Suns or really anyone else. And after that, we then pivot to, if I have a really great year next year, I can decline my player option that the Suns are willing to give me in contrast from the Warriors, because the Warriors are trying to give a team option. If I then decline my player, I have a really great year, decline my player option, and then go out in the world and then like say, this is who I actually am, pay me adequately. And I think that's where he would definitely get the $30 million. But if you just give him a qualifying offer, like he then becomes an unrestricted free agent. And in theory, you could do a sign and trade next year as well, but he could also just walk because he doesn't have any incentive to really fuck with the Warriors one way or another. Also, if you're the Warriors, I don't know what the fuck we're waiting. What are we doing right now? Like, just make this straight.
That trade, it should be taken with a grain of salt because the Suns only have 3 second-round picks, so that they can't even offer that.
Damn, the Suns only got 3 seconds? God damn.
Yeah, I think 20. Here, hold on. 26, 29, and 32.
Yeah.
The Kings want him, and the Kuminga wants the Kings. To me, it's like, I don't know, like maybe try to get a deal with Malik Monk being involved somehow, if that's possible. So
Yeah,
there was a report saying
you about to say it.
Yeah, there was a report saying from, I forget, I don't know how to say his last name, but his first name is Ray. He was talking about how like Malik Monk was a potential name that the Warriors could consider, and that Brent Siege was basically saying earlier. I like that pickup. I would prefer that probably over D'Anthony Melton, which is someone the Warriors also wanted as well. But to me, it's just like, I need this shit over with so we could actually sign players so we can just go into training camp and not have to deal with this. Because I don't need, like, we already had an offseason where we literally came off a title, the pool situation happened, and that kind of fucked up a lot of, like, the locker room shit. I don't need a Kuminga situation to be dragging on while, like, your core guys are still trying to compete for something. It just doesn't really make sense.
The Sacramento Kings, I'm told, have actually offered a first-round pick in those conversations. There's been a conditional first-round pick as well as a potential rotation player as well. But the Warriors have wanted the Sacramento Kings to give them an unprotected, fully first-round pick. The Suns, on the other hand, do not have a first-round pick to trade, so their deal would likely look at 1 or 2 rotation players and second-round draft compensation. The Warriors, though, do not want bad salary in return. They don't want players that they feel don't have the value moving forward that Jonathan Kuminga could have. So clearly, their asking price has not been met in these potential offers. There's still about a month and a half, 2 months left before Jonathan Kuminga has a real decision to make with that October 1 qualifying offer.
I'm about to say, for those who don't know, there is a deadline where something has to happen. It is kind of crazy, and again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it is kind of crazy. We're now at a point where, effectively, we're at a point where effectively, like, bro, what the hell? Yeah, ban him. Yeah. We're at a point where, like, effectively, no matter what's going to happen, we're in a position to where you have to make a decision, and when you make said decision, we're then going to put ourselves in a position to where we're effectively going to be accepting less than what we were offered prior. We're receiving less than we were offered prior, and it's just bad. It's just bad management. Like, regardless of how you may feel about Kuminga, like if you all felt as if like there really wasn't any true salvaging of what's going on or the identity of what he was going to look like on this team, there's nothing there. Like, truly, there's nothing there. And because there's nothing there, you have to just you have to cut ties, but you keep holding on to him more and more and more, and every single day that passes by, you lose leverage.
I think I don't know if it's like, not Bob Myers. What's our new GM's name again? Denver.
What's his name?
Mike Dunleavy.
Yeah, Dunleavy.
Yeah, that, I don't know if it's that. I feel like it's low key Joe Lacob who's kind of like holding shit up because he like likes Kuminga and like wants to keep him. Yeah, I don't know. I think they should just part ways like immediately. Just try to find something that works. Like the deal with like Nick Richards and Royce O'Neal to me wasn't like anything bad, to be honest. Like I thought that was something that were like two good rotational players that you could use for your team, plus the others that you wanted to acquire.
Yeah, I had, bro, let me tell you how dumb our fan base is. I had somebody in my replies earlier because I said, "Hey, this is a great trade." This dude talking about we need an athletic player in return. I'm like, yeah, we also need shooting and we need another player that's taller than 6'5", and this trade helps us in both of those aspects.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Honestly, man, just trade Kuminga to Sacramento. What is Malik Monk's contract right now? What is he? How much is he making?
18 mil.
I think like 20, yeah, 18, 20, somewhere around there.
Can we not do a sign and trade for those two players? Like if we were to trade Kuminga for Monk?
I don't know.
Who knows?
It's kind of
Who
just
knows
tough.
what this team wants anymore? They probably still holding out for Giannis.
Huh?
Yeah, that's literally what the reports are. They're still holding out.
Yeah, or LeBron. You know.
Why would Giannis go to?
The yearly. The Golden State Warriors called the Lakers front office.
It feels like 2021.
The Warriors front office explored pairing LeBron James and Stephen Curry.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Every single year.
And finally, Sixers president Daryl Morey kept it real about the Lakers 2020.
The real is the real. Talk to him, Daryl.
In the bubble.
Big Daryl.
Everyone I speak to around the league privately agrees that it doesn't truly hold up as a genuine championship. Now,
let him know we don't respect that shit, nigga.
For those who don't know where this is coming from,
oh wow,
we're in the middle of the off season.
Is that Disneyland? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh wow. We're in the middle of the off season, so we have to always
niggas were complaining about COVID and they had this view. It's crazy.
Yeah, we have to rehash the same thing over and over again. I'm actually happy that they got this picture. This is the shit that they were at. This is where they were at. And niggas be sitting there fucking complaining about, oh my God, huh? Like, this is where they were at, bro. This is where they at. So
they couldn't leave though. They couldn't leave.
Yeah, they couldn't.
They're grown men.
That's
They're
like
grown
the
men
main
too.
thing.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's like the main thing that they were like, yeah, we
Bro, we
like,
was really
see our
locked in them
families.
walls. Like we was locked in them walls.
bro, they be talking about like it's a prison, bro. Like we were just locked in 4 walls, dog. Like, shut up, nigga.
Couldn't even see the block.
I mean,
the NBA bubble.
they couldn't see their families. I mean, that's kind of
FaceTime.
Is that not a big thing?
Bro, FaceTime.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not a not a big
you're not
thing.
in jail like as if you're not.
But
like
these are all factors that they all had to deal with. But we'll talk. I'll talk about it. But the NBA bubble 5 years later, the most exclusive basketball camp in world history. We're in the middle. We're not in the middle. We're at the end of July, going into August. So there's only thing that we can talk about is just rehashing shit that happened 5 years ago. The reason why I wanted to show the article in its totality is because it's not as if like the article in and of itself was just trashing the bubble and that experience. It's just everyone's perspective and stuff like that. They kind of they asked different people their thoughts on certain talking points about it, and they came out with different answers. The one obviously that everyone's going to talk about is the asterisk section. Here it is, asterisk. And then what's even nastier is that everybody else's comments are very positive. This nigga name is Goon, which is crazy. There should never be an asterisk to go with the Lakers championships. It's funny how the word bubble has a different meaning now. The Lakers were bubble champions. Laker Heat was a bubble finals. These are not disrespectful terms. Sam Amick said, and yes, for the record, I believe the Lakers bubble title run truly counts as much, if not more. So they're very positive, but the only one niggas want to talk about is Daryl Morey. So Daryl Morey decided to say, had the Rockets won the title, I absolutely would have celebrated it as legitimate, knowing the immense effort and resilience required. Now listen to that. Yet, everyone I speak to around the league privately agrees that it doesn't truly hold up as a genuine championship. Perhaps the lasting legacy of the NBA bubble is that the NBA should be proud of its leadership at both the beginning and end of the pandemic, even though the championship will forever be marked as an asterisk. It is so on one hand, it is crazy the you purposely deciding to remove the first part of his quote to then try to get that bullshit off, knowing that people are not going to read the entire article. That's crazy to me. That's absurd. But it is what it is. But for you to then follow that up with this is also kind of irrelevant because you literally sat there and said before the quote, had the Rockets won the title, I absolutely would have celebrated it as legitimate, knowing the immense effort and resilience required. So you yourself are acknowledging you would.
And he also said everyone I speak to around the league agrees. But like,
yeah,
where are these people?
Yeah, where are these people? Everybody else is massively positive. So where are these people?
Who are those other people though? Who are they? Are those just like writers?
Bro, don't worry about
some of these are writers. Yeah, I think I don't know who Goon is. I obviously know Sam.
Nah, Terrence is right there,
bro. Why do you keep saying his name, bro?
I don't know who that is.
Hey, I'm laid up with fine shit right now, and y'all gonna disrespect me.
Okay.
Y'all over here disrespecting me. Y'all don't want to see. Y'all don't want to see me with this camera on right now. So I advise y'all.
You see.
I advise.
Yeah, I'm not with all that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, they go.
They even brought up the whole fan or oxygen in pro sports. They brought about the fake fans. I'm assuming this is Mike Breen. Somebody wrote a line that I thought was brilliant. The fans are the oxygen of pro sports. And I thought that was just perfect. Not having the fans there and the reactions of going crazy or booing or being shocked. There was an element that was really missing. And without them there, your appreciation of what they bring and their passion that they have and how they motivate players, You know what's so funny? Every time I think about that motivating players, I just always constantly remember Westbrook running around yelling at babies. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, God damn it! Yeah! I remember that. That shit was fucking hilarious.
They got babies?
He was yelling at babies and wives off to the
side.
I don't know who the fuck he was yelling at, but that was crazy. Knowing that like nobody was really there. Really, to me, that was something that I thought was just wonderful for us to realize and appreciate just how important the fans were. I'm assuming this is Mark Spears. The fake crowd noise was terrible, but to be in a gym of 100 people watching the NBA Finals was one of the most amazing moments of my career and life. It's something bearing crazy I will never experience again. So I feel as if like people who are like running with this are not going to read the article. They're not barring. I just said bearing. They're not going to read the article. They're not going to take into context everything that happened because everything that happened in the article is more or less positive. So even when people like somebody asked me, what are your thoughts about what he said? I mean, he said something positive, just like everybody else said something positive. The premise of the article was more of a spin more than anything else for the efforts of the NBA. It really wasn't anything negative. So yeah, I don't know. But like watching like Yahoo Sports purposely cut out the beginning part of his quote. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all, bro. There's one thing that I want to I will have to say this. Oh, okay. Shout out to NBA on ESPN for actually showing the first part of the quote. But the one thing I have to say that's like really bothersome recently is just like the laziness of what's going on in the community. I'm watching like that Luka article. I don't know if y'all read that Luka article. That Luka article was genuinely filled with like just random AI shit. It was like genuinely AI They were talking about he had a 44-inch vertical, and then some of that shit was like copy and paste from like you know when you type in Google some shit and they'll give you like the AI. It was just copy and paste from what you call it, and then or 42-inch vertical. But Luka never went to the combine, so he never actually got what you call it.
Yeah,
he just took
Dante DiVincenzo.
He was
Are you talking about Luka? You talking about Luka or Alonzo? What are you talking about?
No, Luka. The article that they did for Luka losing weight, some of the stuff in the article was just copied and pasted from Google's AI thing. And so because Luka never actually there it is right there. Shout out to Wolves and 6. There it is. Right here.
Who's the author of that?
I remember that Google AI be kicking people's ass sometimes.
Yeah, it just
because I remember
you gotta check their sources, man.
There up until like a couple months ago, if you looked up has Sean Livingston ever missed a mid-range shot, it would still show you that fucking ball sack sports tweet where they said he was 1,300 for 1,300.
That's you gotta look at the sources that they give you.
Yeah,
that's
like
a link thing right there.
Yeah, it does have a link, which is
it will show
crazy
you where to get your information.
Which is crazy because it literally does that, and they still don't click the link to like cross confirm it, and then like it's like, bro, what are you talking about? But for those who don't know,
read it.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Luka he wasn't scouted. He didn't go to the combine in 2018. So like there's no actual record of what's going on. And
yeah, nobody knows.
It's like there's no actual like definitive answer to how he got what you all. But I say all this to say it's just odd, like in the world right now, but like specifically in NBA space, the laziness and like just slop that people are throwing some shit together without like doing their due diligence, I always find very odd. That it was like an AI picture running around with like the greatest European players, and it was just AI slop of Luka, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. It was just ridiculous. I'm like, bro, why the fuck would you ever need to do that?
This is still wrong.
What happened?
Look, I just looked it up here. I know Sean Livingston did not make every single mid-range shot he attempted in his career, despite some claim blah blah blah. Some sources claim he finished 1,309 out of 1,309 on such attempts, but this is inaccurate. He made 1,244 out of 1,309 attempts, resulting in a 95.3% shooting percentage, according to Basketball Rush on Facebook.
Wait, according to who? No.
You say Mark Zuckerberg's
Facebook.
No.
You gonna respect Basketball Rush, nigga?
I googled it, bro. It says right there on Google. He said, huh?
It's saying no.
According to Basketball Rush on Facebook. Nigga, who?
Click the link. Click the link.
Oh my
They're not AI sites or sources. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's see the source.
Nigga, a Facebook page is not a source.
Bro, it's right there.
Oh my God. No way.
He's lying.
What the
man? Nah, this should not be a fucking no.
Nah, fries.
Nah.
Got Ray in the Lakers.
Nah.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Basketball Rush. Come on.
Nah.
Yeah.
Niggas use
and this also doesn't even say that. This says
it doesn't even say that either. Yeah,
it says the same thing that Ball Sack Sports said.
So they just made up numbers. Oh man, nah, that's tough. So yeah,
that picture. Why did you know he's not even
Oh
European?
no, they got it from a reply.
We're in South America.
Oh, they got it from a reply?
Yeah, from Volks McWagon.
From who?
Oh yeah, man, who's not even European, he's Argentine. Yeah, like
bro, that's like
yeah.
bro, it's close enough, bro. Close enough.
Bro, it's so like but what's also nasty about that picture. Actually, let me go put it up.
Not too long.
Mine is actually Spanish.
What's also nasty about that picture is like, bro, like why would you even need to do this? This is not a picture that you need to like make AI slop out of, because like these pictures actually exist. You can just like go find these niggas' pictures and then like post it. Like what the fuck are you doing? Like why would you ever need to do this?
Why does
Luka
look like that?
Why would you need to
especially
do this?
Especially if you just gonna put them in their jerseys.
Yeah, you have them in their jerseys. It'd be one thing if they were all the same jerseys and like, okay, I can understand like you don't know how to do a jersey swap, but like you put them in their jerseys. Just go find pictures of them looking at the camera and smiling.
No, he literally didn't want to do anything.
Anything. You didn't want to do anything, bro.
Close enough, you know.
So
how much lights
like,
did he get though?
Oh, that's for FNBA. Oh,
324 likes, bro. Like this is not even enough to like really break the bank. I just feel like, bro, it's someone who's a content creator. AI should be used to aid you, not do the whole fucking thing, bro. If you can't go out there and Google a picture of Luka, Dirk, Jokic, and Giannis, if you cannot Google a picture of those players and just put them together and then have AI put a filter around it to make it look cool, like, I don't know what we're doing, but like, nigga, you didn't even do that. It's a picture of them. It's an AI picture of them in a gray background. Like, nigga, what are we doing, bro?
Respect the gray background?
It's a gray background. Like, you're not even doing anything.
You could have used like the European Union flag, you know.
Also, some real shit. Manu and Tony, even if Manu is European, which he's not, but even if they are, they don't deserve to be on the list with the other 4 niggas. Like, you know, you can just cut those niggas off. They don't have to be there.
Why? Because they're from San Antonio?
Like, they don't actually have to be there at all. Like, my nigga.
Respect best European guard ever. Manager.
On some real shit.
One of them was a Finals MVP, bro.
You on some real shit, bro. You can put Wemby and also like, since you don't give a fuck about Europeans, you don't give a fuck about Europeans, bro. You can just put Wemby and Hakeem on there and call it a day. Put Shea, put Shea, Steve Nash, Hakeem. You don't give a fuck about Europeans. Nigga.
What about Rudy?
Nash.
Put Embiid.
Rudy.
Yeah.
Right, Rudy Gobert, right?
Josh
right?
is crazy. No.
Hold on. Wait. We need to. Did you just say Steve Nash?
Yeah.
Close enough. Kyrie.
Do you hear the names I'm saying, Denver? None of these names. I just said Hakeem. None of these niggas are from.
Oh yeah. No, hold on. Put OG. Put OG on there. Yeah, OG.
Like, nigga, like the AI slop aside, TP and Ginobili
I was reading something, but that was the only thing that I caught. Actually,
yeah, I'm like, nigga, I'm seeing so many names. Bro, TP and Ginobili don't even belong on this list, so who gives a... Yeah, put Yao Ming, put DeMontis Sabonis, fuck it, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, yeah, just put anybody in there. Put Powell in there, yeah.
Powell, Gasol, Drazen.
Why Powell? But Facu Campazzo there, man.
Yeah.
Laurie Markkinen.
But this is what happens when you got AI slop. I bet you... I wonder if they put...
What? Nigga said, this is why I wondered... It's something about AI slop. What is that?
AI slop, the shit that's on the screen right now. It's like when you either have an answer or like a picture that's very clearly AI.
No, I don't care what y'all niggas say, right?
Oh, you're nasty.
Yeah, you're nasty.
You're nasty, dog. You know what I'm talking about.
KD, lock in.
Yeah, lock in, nigga. Lock in, nigga.
They can put Rudy Gobert on there.
Also,
bro, Madden's European, bro. Stop playing with him.
Last thing. Oh yeah, we can play this. Last thing. There was also a dildo on the floor at the
Oh man.
Yeah.
That is so embarrassing, bro.
Yeah, that's not the thing. For whatever reason, the dude in the production room or whatever the hell said, "Yeah, cut to that."
Yeah. Like we need to see the dildo. Is crazy. We didn't need to see
from the fake news in it that Luka had a 42-inch vertical at the combine, which is
man. Ask your question.
It was neon green. Why'd you go point at it?
Like, come on, dog. We don't need to see this, dog.
They did that. They had that color on purpose too.
Neon green. Everybody was supposed.
That's a loud color right there. I'm not gonna lie.
I slop that the author got wrong.
I saw that. I was like,
well, Luka didn't come with this.
Do you know what it was?
Well, yeah, Luka didn't go to the combine, so that's the first key.
I saw that and I was like,
but this is kids out there, real quick lesson.
Wow.
If you Google Luka Doncic vertical, the first result is an AI overview that says Luka Doncic had a 42-inch vertical at the combine because AI doesn't know sports, and it was Dante DiVincenzo. I guess they were like white guy with the cha in his name. We're going to confuse it. But your biggest takeaway of the actual
and Luka actually says after that quote, I think my vertical's higher now.
Right, which it might be.
Right.
Higher now
higher
than it was.
The 25 than it really was.
You read the entire article.
So yeah, Yeah, I personally just think we're getting to a point where AI slop should not be paused, I guess. But like niggas just do your job, bro. Just do some cross referencing, especially if you're writing a whole article. But I feel like when people who are creatives using AI to that extent to where they're like depending on it or they're depending on AI, bro, I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice to the point in which like you are effectively canceling the whole premise of your existence. If we can get to a point where a whole article or anything that is creative that can be created with AI, there's just no need for you at that point. Like, what are you doing? You are actively attributing to your own demise. That makes no sense.
Nah,
that makes no
for real.
sense.
Hey man, learn how to. That Luca picture is crazy, man. I didn't even peep that, bro.
Is a picture AI too?
Nah, that shit's actually wild. What the hell?
It doesn't even look like it.
Why is he smiling like that?
All right, chat. Well,
Oh, Dance Day got banned. W's in the chat.
W's in the
W's
chat. W's in the chat. W's in the chat, man.
W's in the shot.
Also,
He's a no. What?
What happened?
Yo, I don't know Mars.
Yeah, Sig said in chat. I'm still
banned Dick,
here,
bro.
Dick Eater.
Oh, you still here? Let me make sure.
Mars.
Let me make sure
My
that
nigga.
changes, gang.
Also, to the people out there who keep arguing with me, George Gervin.
George Gervin.
What?
I don't think he's actually at the party. They are like later on.
That's him.
That was the pre-party. It didn't even start yet.
What's good, Pops?
It's Tony.
What's that?
It's Tony.
What's that?
Let me defend him, bro. Let me defend him.
Hey man, don't look at his age, bro. Why are you aging him, bro?
Maybe.
Oh my God! Go home, George.
He also married too, like, bro.
Nah, you know what they call him, the Iceman, right?
This nigga is old, bro. Come on. Nigga.
He probably lives in San Antonio.
Hey man,
Nah,
you know what they
How
call him,
did
the
we get
Iceman.
him there?
Probably nothing to do out there either. But.
San Antonio.
This nigga got dressed up in everything, bro.
He put his
No way, this
grip
nigga.
off it.
Yeah, I'm be honest with y'all. Niggas with money, the older they get, the odder they do like some weird shit, bro. They just do odd shit.
I mean, yeah, because they've already done everything.
Man, life's too short.
Yeah, sure, they have done everything.
But it's just like, bro, they just push the boundaries of what they can and can't get away with.
He's going to a party. Well, he can't go to a party.
Nigga, this is, bro, this is not his vibe. This shouldn't be his vibe. Come on, my
That was the only time I saw him there too. Like
That was his vibe for the last 50 years.
Yeah, how do you know it? What, do you know him?
50 years.
No, I'm saying it shouldn't be. It might be his vibe. I mean, it can be his vibe. I'm just saying it shouldn't be.
Yeah, well, you'll never know.
Nigga, I get invited to these parties every year. It's just not my vibe. Plus, I kind of feel like I'm too old. Y'all saw that shit, Duke?
You could have met George Gervin, so
I'm fine. Y'all
Crazy.
saw that shit where Duke said this is my last year of partying. I was like, do you hear how old you sound, nigga?
That's
nigga.
cap, bro.
Not only is it a lie, but it's like you announcing that is the most crazy. Like, I'm getting too old for this, so this is my last year.
I'm hanging him up.
Like,
That's
nigga,
bad,
shut up, my nigga. Shut up, nigga.
I raised my jersey to the rafters,
Could have
guys.
met Kyrie too.
A nigga who.
Two all-time greats.
Well, a nigga announcing that this is his last year is crazy. Come on, dog.
Captain Atlanta.
Here goes.
Maybe he went there to go admire Tony Parker's collection of like Spurs memorabilia and stuff.
He's been there before.
Maybe he went to
I ever love the hoe is when she naked. Oh my! I go real never fold. Hop out the minivan, my minivan try to take us off. I crack your head like an egg if you disagree. You know I'm spending with my dog, nigga, right or wrong. You know a nigga never like a nigga kid that pole. They kid that pole, they kid that switch. Never beef about a hoe, especially not no bitch.
Kaden.
That was nuts.
You can bless me real quick. You can bless me.
Yeah.
You can bless.
Oh, he's selling candy.
Selling candy.
Why do you keep
In
clicking
that
on? Why do you keep clicking on his links?
Hey.
You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny, chat? You know what's so funny? The reason why I felt comfortable coming up here trolling with this Gil story is because this is an unserious nigga. I knew he wasn't gonna take this shit serious. Gil is the only nigga I know that it could be facing 15 years and will come out and start dropping memes. He's the only nigga I know. He's genuinely the only nigga I would know. That also lets me know that that nigga is without a doubt snitching. So that nigga is snitching, bro. He's snitching, bro. He is snitching. That nigga's like, I'm making too much money out here.
KB is chopping something, bro.
Hey, KB, what you cooking, man?
All right, guys. I appreciate y'all for coming out. If y'all miss
My
anything,
bad. I was my laptop on. Wait, look, wouldn't you? You wouldn't snitch?
What?
I would snitch, nigga. Nigga, I'm making too much money out here not to snitch. Nigga, I'm snitching.
That's what I'm saying. Chat. If y'all was there, wait, chat. I'm just question.
Are you also
If
involved? Are you also involved in Israeli crime?
If I was,
oh yeah,
that's a loaded question, Your Honor.
That is a
That's a loaded question, Your Honor.
I need to be much more specific when you say that.
Listen,
that's a crazy question.
He was
with the same
I ain't gonna lie.
Israeli crime boss. There we go.
My respect for Gilbert Arenas has gone down significantly after today's news, unfortunately.
I think it's a coincidence that the man is may have an Israeli passport. It's a coincidence, I think.
All right, chat. Let me text Gil Demon home.
Nah, text him whatever you did, you guilty. I was gonna tell him exact words. Right?
What's he gonna do when he knows he lost game?
If he loses, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man.
You should text him. Should I go to a payphone?
Oh, I should text him.
He turned himself in.
I should text him. Is my Ayo? You better not have my phone tapped.
You should go buy a track phone. Go buy a track phone real quick.
Yeah, get a burner phone.
Gil and I was dead as you're talking like a few days ago.
I know you weren't. Remember? No, you weren't, right? You weren't, right, Lo?
Is my business or?
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, about a gambling business.
Bruce.
No, we were talking about basketball. Man. We were talking about basketball.
I'm so
basketball
sure you were talking about ball, bro.
Is that code for? Let me stop.
They were both lining up there. Your chat. They were both lining up that DraftKings ad they about to do real quick. You know what I'm saying?
They're better bet on somebody's rebounds in the WNBA.
Like their own
the best poker props.
Overrated.
All right, man. I did as text some Demon home. So
Make sure to use code Marcellington for 15% off and $50 when you first plays. Bro, that's crazy, bro.
All right, chat. We'll catch y'all later. If y'all miss any of this shit, we talked about Gil stuff, Shannon stuff, Chris Paul not being in the top 10. If you miss any of that, we will be uploading it on the channel within the next 3 days, so be in lock in for that. If you missed the last video that we uploaded on the channel, it was about Kobe and his teammates and the lies that people continue to spew about him. So make sure you go check that out if you missed that. Shout out to the 1,500 people we had here.
Bro, you need to start respecting Andrew Bynum, bro.
No.
Who?
Shout out to the 1,500 people we had peaked on YouTube, and the 500 people we peaked over here on playback, and even right now, 375 on playback. 875 on YouTube. Why not just
what?
Somebody Rude Boy with the $2 power chat said, why not just do it over where they are from with Gil? I'm assuming you're talking about doing it overseas. I think Gil doesn't. He might not own property over there, so that's probably why. Don't disrespect my GOAT because RJ, Dumb, and Cold, you banned in Ant Room. I seen what you said. Oh, he must have said something crazy or stuff.
What are they saying in chat?
I don't know. And then just in case over on YouTube, if I missed any chats, did I miss any chats? Arrow Smoke said, "What the fuck is going on? It's crazy, spooky, hilarious. Uncle Dick Gravy Sharpe is cooked."
What?
I hope you didn't gamble with Gil, Lo. I did not gamble with Gil.
What is that name?
Yeah, Gil is already out. And
W Gravy, huh?
Oh yeah, like I said, check out the most recent video talking about Kobe's teammates and the lies they keep spewing on Kobe. And I want to say that's it. I think that's it. I think that's everything.
So you agree that Jerry West clears Magic Johnson, right?
Oh, chat. I might as well just
That's what
announce
some
this.
people
I might as well just wait, Denver. You didn't get back to me. You good for Friday, right?
Next Friday, right?
Yeah, the 8th, not this Friday. Next.
Why is Magic Johnson so
he did the same thing with me too.
No, because my bad. Just calendar type. You know what I'm saying? Dates and shit. Listen, you go for next Friday, right?
I don't know why we gotta wait a week and a half. We were supposed to do it today.
I'm busy this weekend, so I will not be there. That's why I didn't.
He's naked.
Yeah, we were supposed to pod today, and now this dude's talking about, can we do it in a week and a half?
No, not a pod, nigga. It's for. Did you not read the group chat?
I think it's as old on their team. Damn. 37, 35, 35.
I'm not talking about a pod. This is an event.
Damn.
We didn't say anything about the pod, though. So I thought that was just...
No, I was talking about an event. Bro, I'm gonna
end the stream because it sounds like
wait, because this is I don't know when you're streaming next, and I'm gonna announce it again, but I'm gonna just announce it quickly. Chat, next Friday we're doing NBA Mafia. It's gonna be Gold Blooded plus some Mars, Real Talk, Low. It'll be a fun little game. Make sure y'all pull up next Friday. It'll be on Gold Blooded. That's it, bro. All the other details I will further put on either Gold Blooded or a page or announce it on stream too. But yeah.
So when he says next Friday, he means the 8th, not the 1st.
That I would say this Friday if I meant that's what I would say.
It be known, man.
Hey man,
All right,
like, share, subscribe if you're new.
Okay. All right, chat. We'll see y'all later, man. We'll see y'all later. Hopefully,
take it light.
When I end it on playback, it will then end on YouTube. Sometimes it doesn't.